Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
Coke and fries Halo.
So
Coke and
good.
fries Halo.
The Coke makes for the
It's
best seasoning.
Halo. It's fries. It's Coke with the Halo and the fries Halo and the Coke.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what my actions have wrought.
When the party last left off, they had just finished dealing with a little bit of kerfufflery, handling bandits near the town of Hirora. They successfully retrieved a few items and returned it to the city, and additionally, happened to bring back one of the leaders from the bandit camp, who has successfully started undergoing proper public service to atone for their admittedly minor crimes. But with that, the party has had an opportunity to resupply at the big city just at the arc of a new day, and importantly, a new week, as it is about to be, as it is the 41st of Red Bear.
You said the 31st of Red Bear.
That's right.
31st, yeah.
4-1 leaves it the start of a new Bastion turn. It will soon be the 42nd day, but that's okay. Would we like to go ahead and take our Bastion turn to get things up and at it?
Since I traded away the threat rolls, what do I have now?
General, you have both the learning system and hopefully helping just direct people through the process, just like, the order.
Gotcha.
So, for example, you'd say, hey, first up's weather rolls. Kaio, give us some of that.
Hello.
All right,
I've been waiting
you'd
for
do that.
you. So we are in a forested condition. It is a Red Bear that has no modifier, so it's 2d4 plus 3 for a total of 9. It is warmer, heavy clouds and gentle rain. The wind speed is 20 miles per hour. It's a severe wind. There are some mechanical effects to this. A flying creature can use a heavy cloud coverage to block line of sight completely, and a +1 damage and to hit bonus for lightning spells, attacks, and effects. Exciting for those of us that like lightning. And a -1 damage and to hit modifier for fire. Attempts to identify landmarks in the surroundings will be made at disadvantage for the duration of this Bastion turn.
Okay. Then I believe we have our 3 threat rolls, if Golden would like to roll those.
Those are blind d20s, right?
That is not next on the list, but
Oh, shit, my bad.
do you want to pull it up?
Yeah, let me head back.
Next up is 10 rations being taken per person, so I believe that's Rat's job.
It's the numbing
got
numb
it.
time.
You got it, boys.
Which is currently 70 because you got your 5 fellows and your 2 mules.
Me, when I purposefully destroy our rations count by taking away extra rations and storing them in my rat.
True, very wise. That was the party's mistake assigning him the inventory.
We were down to 15 rations.
Considering you're in a city, that sounds like a very good time to fix that. Would you like to purchase some more?
We should do the process of dealing with trade goods and with
Yeah.
because we do still have a good bit of encumbrance of low and medium value. Like
That is true.
190
We
total
will handle
encumbrance.
that after the Bastion turn has resolved. Do you have it pulled up, BB Kip?
I couldn't find it.
Alright.
The house.
Oh, wait. No, that's Chronicles of Boundless. Fuck.
I will copy and share. Next up is the exploration roll.
Fuck, exploration roll.
This is a D8?
D8 plus 3 because we are
Plus
part of level
3.
3.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Solid 5.
5 is good enough. Here you go.
Thank you.
Next
Let
up
me just pin
is
that in our
everybody
gems.
gets to choose their travel actions. Who's the one marking that down? That one wasn't Rat, because Rat was inventory. Somebody took over, like,
I know,
I'm
I'll do
assuming, prospecting. Okay.
So, let's go in order in the chat. So, Ara,
Oh, I will be studying again. Sorry, I just really want to get that bargaining done.
that's reasonable. Then that would be Golden.
Guard.
Guard, okay. Albatross.
We are in a city right now, correct?
Yep. And
Probably only
we
gonna be there
won't
for
be-
like 1 day.
you're gonna have to. You're probably gonna be there for like 2 or 3 days, because you're probably gonna want to make multiple cell actions.
That is true, yeah.
Does this change the actions we have available to us, or should I just rummage around the trash cans for food for Rat?
I mean, that's still totally available.
I'm gonna be
Like, even
bored.
if you're not doing it here, you'd be doing it in the near outskirts of the city.
Yeah.
If you want to be dumpster diving, you can, but it can also
Dumpster
just be
diving.
foraging from, you know.
No, Tefford would hunt outside.
That sounds reasonable. Of note, whenever you guys do get further out to the location where the skeletons are generally at, one of you will want to be taking the tracking action.
Yes.
I was actually thinking of taking that this turn anyway, since I have high end.
So that is my. Oh, that's. Don't roll the mule stats. Okay.
Let's see. Next up is Rat.
Study.
yeah.
He's a studyer.
I would like to be tracking Bony Boys.
All right, you are attempting to search for skeletons. Let's go ahead
Skeleton
and
man.
reserve all that. Yeah.
We're looking for cats and bony pants guy.
Hmm. So for that, I would just roll an int check, right?
Yep.
Okay. This question I just thought of. If there was a bard in the party, would they get jack of all trades on those kind of rolls? Since they're not
Probably.
made with proficiency?
That sounds, yeah. So that's a 14. You both get to position yourself in more flexible locations on a map, and you can choose to add up to 2 threat rolls this turn. So you can roll anywhere between 3 and 5 based on what we end up wanting.
Okay.
Tefford, that's
That's
a
damn good
17.
foraging roll.
That's pretty good.
That's what, 4 or 5 more
That's-
rations?
I'll bump that down by 1. That's 4.
4. Okay. I thought 13 is if we did it with the bonus. I thought it was 12 normally.
Right, and I'm realizing that that's probably a little sharp for what I'm looking for, so I'm bumping it down a little bit more
Okay.
so that you get a little bit extra.
Gotcha. Understood.
Golden, go ahead and give you your perception.
Gotcha.
All right. Did you want to know the result for that?
Yeah, because I had that on for the
Yeah.
what's it called? Encounter rolls, and I didn't switch it.
Well, unfortunately, I can't see it because privately does not show it to me.
Oh. Even though it's blind GM roll.
Just
No, that one was
right-click it,
privately.
Right-click it
Oh,
and then
wait.
reveal.
The only option I have is delete.
That's weird.
You can just say it.
Can't see it. It's blind GM roll.
Oh, well, it's not showing up for me.
Okay.
Lost to time.
Lost the time.
Tragedy.
I see those tests, that's for sure. 18. All right,
Ooh,
pretty good.
nice.
Did that work? Did my tests
Yep,
appear?
all
suddenly?
of your tests went through, yep.
Okay.
Or assuming that you
I
only did
got
2.
test and double test.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you right-click, make private, right-click, reveal to everyone, I think that will fix it, but it's not that important.
So, with 10, you prevent ambushes, and with 15, you will know in a bit how many threats you will encounter this turn, assuming you take no precautions against it.
Okay.
Next up, threats. BBQ, would you like to roll 3, 4, or would you like there to be 3, 4, or 5 rolls made?
Since we're actually trying to find the skeletons, y'all want to test the dice? Roll 5?
Sure.
All right, Golden.
Alright.
Give us 5.
5. Yeah.
5 GM rolls.
Private or blind?
Probably blind. Do 1 blind first, and we'll see how it looks.
Okay.
You know what? If you go into the rollable tables and you go to weekly elements, you can click on encounter threat roller, and that'll roll it automatically to me with the correct values.
Where's rollable tables?
Top right
The top
section.
middle. Top middle of the top right area. Tab.
To the right of the
Okay.
book, to the left of the playing cards.
Yeah, I got it. I can't change the formula, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah, there is no formula. Just a D20. Just makes it easy. All right. That's 1. All right. Last up is learning and or spending the money in the city. So, BBQ, you
Is
want
this
to walk
also
through
when
learning?
we would do our selling?
So that happens outside of the Bastion turn on like a
On a day-by-day basis, yeah.
right.
Okay. Would that it could potentially affect what we do today, though, with the purchasing?
Right.
Alright, so we each roll our 2d4 plus int mod plus an extra 2d4 if we took the study action. Right?
D6s?
Oh, d6 is not d4s? Okay. Right.
Do you want to start us off with that?
So we just each roll 2d6 plus int mod, and another 2d6 if studying.
Oh, that's a little miserable.
Okay.
Wow, you
And
rolled pretty well.
I got exactly what I needed to be able to finish bargaining.
let's go.
Hey.
Bro got there. Congratulations on picking up your skill.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna add it to my list of tools immediately.
I'm about 10% of my way through my +1 int.
Hey.
You're braining.
He's learning.
Well, this is gonna be great because we're doing trading, so now I can actually use
Trader.
my proficiency.
Here's the trader.
Class trader.
Lastly,
Alright, and
since y'all are staying here,
we determine our lifestyle for these, let's say, 3 days.
okay.
Uh,
Which also means that you'd get like a third of the rations back.
Actually, let's hold off on deciding how much it costs until we see how many days we are in the city.
Okay, that's fair.
So, take a note of what lifestyle you're doing, and then deduct the cost after we leave the city.
Last part
What
is
lifestyle are you doing, BBQ?
Let me just check again real quick.
probably modest.
Yeah, probably. Let me just make sure.
Then the last Bastion question is, Sir Riot, are you going to be performing any crafting this turn? Each
I don't believe
craft
we have anything to craft with.
That is understandable, but I'm asking to make sure, so that we know when it is.
We do not. So we are not.
For the sake of having it easily accessible so that we can then do multiplication from there, I would like everyone to put their chosen lifestyle for the Bastion turn in the chat. Then we can just cross-reference easily.
You guys
All
are.
right.
Oh, I spoke in the wrong language. So did Albatross.
Wait, what? Are you sure?
I put mine in common.
Mine's in common.
So the thing is, because we're using these,
Why can't I understand common?
Do you
Because
not
we
have
don't
that in your
have
actual
a-
character sheet?
Oh, it's because
Oh, did you
I
delete
changed
the
my
other one?
my languages
Ah.
to the given.
Oh, right, yeah.
the plain value, yeah.
Right, rather than leaving it and adding another one, you replaced. Yeah, that'll do it.
Goblin and
I think I'm
common.
just gonna leave common and keep the rest as the special ones,
Okay.
so that I can type here. But I will not be adding, goblin C3. I just feel like that's too much.
I'm just keeping all of them together for the sake of these. Anyway. Okay. So now that we've got everyone's chosen lifestyle, that's
Which-
the last fashion turn thing, isn't it?
Yep. So, pretty much, like, you can generally perform any number of transactions of a specific type in a day, with your types being like each of the 3 types of trade goods. So your low, your medium, your high, and your very high value trade goods. You can dedicate 1 day to each. Let's take a look at what the party has right now. Since this is a generally like middle to low quality settlement, they would only be buying 1 low quality, 2 medium, and 3 high.
Wow, that is.
So we can only sell 3 encumbrance stuff in total?
No. Like that.
Oh.
Those each quote unquote chance is a 25 encumbrance per.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. You buy and sell in a maximum of 25 encumbrance, but like you get, depending on the type of place, there's like supply and demand of value, and since the amount of value you get, the amount of times you can do it is also determined by a random chance. The more they're wanting to buy it, the better your chance of also selling it at a good prices.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you will be attempting to sell your low quality trade goods. That's probably Kaya we're asking, because
Yeah.
he's the
Since he
barter.
has the bargaining tools.
I mean, yeah, if that is what you'd like, I'm very much willing to go along with what the group thinks they'd like to sell. I'm just here to kind of grease the wheels.
All right, go ahead and give me your bargaining check.
And I have guidance from someone if someone can cast that.
I can guidance you.
Very good.
Side note, I have no idea how much money we have despite being the inventory person, because we all have our money on ourselves and not on the mule.
We should
I don't
probably
think- I
set
don't
up
think we're
a
playing
communal
party
fund.
funds.
You know you can make a party token.
We do have a communal fund, but that's what we've been using to get like party-wide necessities like food, so that is drained.
Yeah.
I have a total of 1 gold and 2 silver, so that's why I'm poor. So it's 1d20 plus 5 plus 1d4. So 24?
That means you get a plus 25% to the sell value of your encumbrance, so 25 encumbrance of low
Hey.
value.
Hey!
Yeah. Would be instead worth 30 encumbrance of sell. So
One
that's
time
20
we can-
copper, which is
30
1 gold and 20
times-
silver
Yep.
for 25. And how many will they buy of
25.
low goods?
They
only
will
buy
buy
25?
one batch of low quality goods because they're a like generally harvesting out area town, so they kind of already get most of their low value supplies.
Okay.
Like that's
so-
like the woods, that's food, that's base materials essentially,
Uh-huh.
which they're already gathering. What they need is more like
Right.
a little bit of refined things and a lot of things that are specialty goods because they can't make them.
I have sold the encumbrance, 1 gold, 2 silver for that.
Very good.
Okay.
There are 2 attempts to make medium values.
Okay.
We have medium? Yeah, we have mediums.
So
Yes.
what do I just roll twice?
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Hey.
fuck
That's,
yeah.
That's 40% extra, which means you'd be selling. That 5 goes to 35.
I would just do 1.4 on the value instead of trying to
Yeah.
worry about the encumbrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is somebody tracking these numbers that we're getting?
Yeah, I
Yes, I am.
just
Yeah.
multiple. Yeah, I just go.
Don't worry about it.
You got it?
25 times 1.4 is 35, so 3 gold and 5 silver. Let me get this. So 4 gold, 7 silver total for 25 encumbrance, which brings us down to 65. Okay, good to go.
And then you get one more attempt.
We are ballin'!
Okay.
Look at that. All of those were above 15. Ain't that nice?
Mhm.
So that's a plus 10%.
So that is
2 gold and 7 silver, 5 copper, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 2.7.
The difference between 22 and 24 is 15%.
14.
Essentially, each bout point above 20 is 5%, and each
People
point
for
below
Aura.
20 is minus 5%.
They love me. I'm their favorite person they've ever met.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so that brings our donkey fund up to 6 gold and 14 silver, or 7 gold and 4 silver.
Nice.
Yippee!
Okay. So then we distribute that.
Nuh-uh.
Why are we distributing something that is group loot?
That's our food money here away. Leave it in the group
Right.
storage until we need it.
You
Right,
reach towards the group storage of money and Rat bats your hand away as he sits on the hoard.
Well, hold on. It was agreed upon originally that out of our profits, 25% remains toward the group fund for communal purchases and such, and 15% then goes to each party member.
So how about we do that at a future point in time?
Okay, once we've sold the rest of the stuff and all that.
Like whenever somebody needs to get something out, you can break it up.
Yeah,
Instead of
maybe-
breaking it up every single time we add something to it.
Or maybe
Yeah, we
with
can
the
just
more
amass
convenient
the
number than
funds,
7.
and then anytime somebody wants
Mhm.
to use it, they can.
Mm.
We can break it.
That's fair. I'm mostly asking because I want to get armor.
What kind of armor?
Studded leather. That shit's
Oh.
moderately expensive.
How
Is it-
I don't
moderately
want to get the
expensive?
rat's amount of the money yet.
4.5 gold.
I only have 3 gold on hand, and that's before lifestyle expenses.
Rat
Oh.
is gunning for the 10 gold fucking pearl.
Oh, that's why. You're gonna take all that gold for yourself. I can't believe it.
Rat has no gold. Rat doesn't use gold himself.
So because you had
Well,
two
he does,
different
but-
types of goods you were selling, it took you 2 days, and it is now the 44.
Okay. Or do we have any high value goods to sell?
Nope.
Oh,
No
perfect.
high, no premium. So you were only in town 2
What's our rations looking like really quick?
We have 15 rations.
Oh, that's not.
Well, we're going to be buying some.
days. Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you want to start starving, which is an option.
Perfect.
If you really want that armor, you can just, not buy food. Pro tip. Someone
Let's
who's good
look
at
hard.
financing help me balance my budget. Rations, 4 copper, armor, 10 gold, lifestyle expenses, 4 silver.
Stop
Did we
buying so much armor.
Get the reward for the
We'll get
You
it
have
when,
not,
when
no.
we get back to the training
They
city.
have,
Oh, we have
they
to
have been
check.
informed of it, but the people here do not have the.
you don't have the money.
Yeah.
So let's go beat up some skeletons.
hmm
All right, so
Which
I
is
assume that we're not
supposedly
selling any
like
more
5 or
stuff
6
until then?
days to the southeast.
Okay, yeah, then I propose that before we sell any more stuff, we just buy rations and we start on the road so that by the next bastion turn, we're at skeletons, roughly.
Yeah, we're located. We are next to the rat wing.
We've spent a couple of days in a town. Does this qualify as a long rest?
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo!
Let me get my
Get
spell.
Basically, anytime there's a
Long
good
rest
section.
Mm-hmm. I used a lot of my spell slots on people that we don't really care about, so I was just like, gimme. Oh, I have guidance. I can cast it on myself.
Ooh.
Well, in a lot of contexts you can't, but a guidance is an action, so quick things you have to have somebody cast guidance on you.
It works for a minute. I can just do it, come around the corner and say,
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
show you what
like
I
said, quick
found.
things that are reactive, things that you're
Oh,
not.
well, it's
give
not
it-
a reaction
give it
anyway,
time
so
for,
yeah.
Well, sure, but like when you're looking at it in like a combat sense, quote unquote, in like those 6-second intervals, you're not gonna spend an action from the last turn to give yourself guidance, and then spend an action on the next turn to.
I think Baldur's Gate 3
Anyway.
brought in a lot of brains because they do let you use it as basically a reaction. It's like always
Yeah.
some spell.
Thank you, Shadowheart.
Yeah, I mean it's great, but I don't
Mhm.
like, you know.
Fuck Shadowheart.
Anyway,
Just
anyway.
put it on my character.
Everyone, like, thank your local shards.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, I don't believe that we should be selling any more at the moment since that would be another 2 days. So, with that in mind,
Also, don't
I
think-
believe.
You can't sell any more this bastion turn.
Yeah.
There is
Oh,
not
okay.
the demand for it.
All right. In that case, I believe we buy. Let's say. Let's try and buy 2 bastion turns worth of rations.
which would be 140, right?
Yep.
Yep.
How much is
And
that?
that is
4 copper per.
okay. 40.
All right, I'll get the
4,
calculator.
565 gold and 6 silver. That's so expensive. That is all of the money. Jesus Christ.
But that is 2 whole bastion turns worth of rations. Two
yeah, but we
bastion turns
used
that
more
we
than
can
2
use
bastion
off.
turns to get here.
That's true.
But you also got the both categories for the written of the other one doing it, which
Mhm.
was
I don't even remember
10
what the
gold.
reward was. Okay.
Okay, so that's enough for.
so you've
one-
essentially you're currently at a upkeep of about 1/3 is going to maintenance, and the other 2/3
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
straight profit.
Profit.
Yeah.
I don't see that math, but I believe you.
All
Well,
right.
yeah,
Problem
5 out of
being
15.
is that upkeep fucks the second we have to walk back.
That's
Mhm.
true.
That's
what
why I'm getting
saying.
2 bastion turns.
Unless we
worth.
find something on the way back. We could try to find something on the way back to offset our costs.
Well, we should find stuff like
Yeah.
just passively through moving, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me actually. Well,
Plus,
I
the longer
completely
you
forgot what
stay
my
out
math
there
was.
looking for skeletons, the longer you can actually be out there collecting the skulls, the more you
Mhm.
are able to get.
How many
14.
skeletons can there be? There's not like a ton of people who've ever died, right?
We could make that happen if we wanted to.
That's
what I was
true.
trying to
They
say.
know that it's undead.
So we
That's-
find the necromancer, we bring him a bunch of corpses, and we say, "Hey, do you mind?"
He's got a
Listen.
Do
point.
you mind?
Listen,
What happens if like?
listen, Derakul
happens
the
if-
evil. We have a money-making scheme.
What happens if we get like a
Exactly.
coffee lock like sorcerer like reanimate dead to just like short rest, summon more gold, have
Then
them
you'd
kill
be committing
themselves, collect the
fraud.
skulls.
Then you'd be committing fraud, and would you really be happy with yourself?
Really, the fraud
Yes.
is the
I'm
problem we have
parentheses,
back.
that.
They would
myself.
probably catch on after like the
Hold
30th
on,
or
hold on.
40th skull.
Fraud
They'd
is
be
the
like,
worst
"Huh,
crime."
weird. All of these skeletons are from the same person. They've all been like, around less than 2 days. That's like after we posted the bounty. Isn't that a little weird? I'm sure it's just my imagination.
They wouldn't think too hard about it.
We start breakdancing, and then they just get distracted.
Ah, very wise.
We just break
while-
them in unique places.
While Kaya was selling that stuff, I would like to see about like buying a notebook and some writing utensils.
Absolutely.
How much would that cost roughly?
There should be standard prices in like the items for like a journal.
Yep.
And
Hold
then
on.
just the
Inventory
standard
gear.
divide by.
Right.
Oh, I need to add
Let's
my
say-
research points to my total in my notebook. Hold
In
on.
the
Oh, you
PHP,
kinda-
a book is 225 gold, so which means if we
Jesus
follow
fucking Christ.
5e, a book would be 2 gold and 5 silver.
I'd be willing
Yeah.
to say that like this world has probably had a little bit more industrialization when it comes to.
Thank you.
Peasants will never see paper.
Yeah, I'd probably just say that it's like a gold for like 50 pages
So,
and
so
like
this
a
is
little bit of the
more
ink
tongue,
for it.
less Avocet. Okay.
So expensive.
I mean, that's
Similarly,
that's 50 pages.
An ink pen is also normally 2 copper. Would we just round that down to 1 copper?
We just say that that's included with the gold.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
what the fuck do they use this 1 copper pen on?
Exactly.
The economy is fucked. 50
I
feet of
mean-
rope is apparently 10 pounds.
Honestly, the
What's
answer is
that
probably
about?
just that pen is just plucked from a chicken next door.
Okay.
Even though, like,
So
I
why
know
the fuck
quills
is
have to
50
be.
feet of rope 10 pounds.
Don't worry about it.
You don't
That's a
make your rope
pound
out of
per
lead?
5 feet. No, a pound per 5 feet. Like for good rope, that's kind of
No, that's way too.
No,
That's
that is
really
Not,
fucking
yeah, it's not
ridiculously
realistic
heavy
at
rope.
all.
I mean, it's as tall as you are, give or take. Like it's only slightly
Yeah.
shorter than you, and that's a pound
Right. No. Rope is not that heavy.
for heavy rope.
Yeah.
So modern nylon rope weighs 1 pound per 100 feet.
Because we don't have platinum at the moment, I'm going to mark Rat's Gold as in my platinum section. Don't let me forget this. I'm gonna actually mark it in my journal as well.
Okay.
Where did you get all this platinum from? You're really gonna pay all of our bills, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then much
You know, I can
thicker
just-
ropes are 12 pounds per 100 feet, so around half.
So that's only like 4
I can
times
actually
as
just mark
much
it in my
as
journal.
what it lists. Or no, yeah, twice. Yeah.
Okay. So I spend a gold, and I got a little bit of a notebook and a pen. And on our way out of town, when we do end up going out of town, I would like to present that to friend and say something along the lines of, you mentioned before that you, well, didn't know written language. If you would like, I would be happy to teach you. After all, as before, I mentioned that knowledge is the best way to ensure that nobody takes advantage of you. What better knowledge than how to communicate?
Just stares at the pen and book for a moment. Thank you.
I would be happy to start lessons at however often you would want them.
Give me a day to consider.
Alright. And if you end up not wanting it, I can make use of the paper myself.
Understood.
Are we ready to go? Or do we still have other stuff we want to buy in town?
I'm broke.
Yeah, I have no money. I'm a baby. I don't have any money.
With this first outing here is like, okay, we need to get enough money to prove that we can live out here.
I mean, that is kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
Once we start raking in money, it won't be like, oh my god, it cost us just as much to complete the quest as we earned by doing it.
I mean, we did technically make a profit.
It's like a 1 gold profit.
That is a profit.
All right.
I mean,
it's
you
a fair amount of money too.
yeah, you've made
I'm
3
very
times
pleased.
as much as it's cost you so far.
And plus we have other jobs too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of those
Alright.
jobs, oh,
Albatross, if you would like to start us on our way. It is currently the 44th, so that means we spent 3 days in town, which means that we spend 30% of the listed price for our chosen lifestyle, which means that
You also
Chad,
get
you and I
21
both-
rations back.
okay.
All right. Now
Okay,
I
Chad,
do
we both
need.
spend 3 silver.
Chad, would you mind adding 21 rations back?
21 back? Okay, you got it.
Now I do have a question. I will be navigating us on this fine morning. However, this is your captain speaking. Where are the bones?
Generally to the south.
Generally
the bones
to the south.
were described as being once the forest begins to clear, a good 6 days south and southeast of Aurora.
Southeast. Okay.
So we'll
So
be
I'd
heading
say,
to the
like,
next
there.
map down.
yeah. Ooh, how
Ooh,
exciting.
very
Map
exciting.
I
travel.
do
Map
love this
travel.
map more. It's so cool.
I'm gonna need to put up a cheat sheet of the tiles and how far I can move at some point. I'll see if I can't do something about that for next
Is there a
session.
bridge?
So
across
6
this
days
river?
south because there's no road, right?
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
road.
there's
We're
no
crossing
road.
a
Which
river.
means we might actually not
No, it's on another map because 3
Yeah, it's
forest
just
tiles
barely
is 2
though.
days.
I believe this is farmland, so if we
So
want
like
to steal farmers'
it's like 3
cotton's
days
crop,
to the edge here, or like
Okay.
2.5 days to the edge here.
Right, I'm so used to
days.
traveling in the mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Okay, so
Um,
we've got farmer cotton's crops.
No,
Have we long rested
yes.
Yes.
since
Yes,
last
we have.
encounter? Okay.
Yes,
One
because
movement.
we spent time in the city, which means we necessarily did.
I'll do the
Oh,
simple
sorry.
first part for you.
Okay.
1 movement, 1
Yep.
extra movement for crossing, and 2 into it is 3 movement.
Oh
Goes to
right, rivers
4.
rivers aren't a fucking wall in the woods.
Right. It's just 1 extra movement. So this costs 4,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
costs 6. So that's 2 days later. It's the 46.
Yeah,
Hey, whoever likes using pop out, they seem to have fixed it.
Let's go.
yeah.
Makes it way more convenient.
Oh yes, thank
Yes, it does.
goodness.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
can
just
have
I
that
feel like
over
that's dark
there.
mode.
I'm still being haunted by the specter of a skull, but it's still much better.
Oh wait, you still have the skull?
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
So you are
ding,
2 to the left of the mountains.
ding, 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 ding.
Alright, so we're gonna go down here. Oh, hey, hold on. There's clearing that way.
You'll ever map cross? Well, that's southeast, not southeast.
And you're not anywhere
Oh.
close to far enough
That's fair enough. Okay. To the next map.
to the next map.
Take it.
And you are 2 of your 3 movement on the 3rd day,
So
which
move
puts
down.
2 movements to the end of the 5th day.
I'm gonna start investigating slightly east just to see if we can't.
Alright. So this is
Okay,
now
you're
the 5th day.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
stop here for a moment.
Stop. Okay.
Given the fact that Kaio is both leading and navigating and making sure to give everybody enough of a good
Am I?
path through the. Sorry.
Kaio's
that
navigating.
Tefrid is.
Okay.
Tefrid is
I was reading
abusing
a
the
book.
fact that he's a scout to find a good way through all the woods and do stuff. During this point today, you end up finding a strange structure out in the middle of the woods. You quickly gather the party and point it out. One of the trees go like most of the trees in this area are very straight. They go pretty much up. They have a very bulbous leaf coverage. They're very much oaks. One of them goes up and it has a very large bulge about 2/3 of the way up the trunk, where it bends out to being about 3 times the size, and you're not able to make heads or tails of it on your own, so you go and gather everyone else.
Hey guys, found a weird tree.
Weird tree.
Yeah, weird tree.
In
Weird,
what
like,
sense?
I just
Doesn't
gotta
look
look
like all the
friend.
others. And not like in a normal way, like how this tree is a little bit more, sassy than that tree.
What?
It's you'll get used to it.
All right, give me a few minutes. Hirway kind of reflexively takes the spellbook out and starts flipping through it and starts ritual casting detect magic.
I was gonna look at Fred. I was hoping you could just you could lift me up and see if I can't peek inside. How high up was that bulb?
Probably like 15 feet.
15 feet.
The tree's probably about like 30 feet tall at the top, and the coverage starts probably about 20 feet.
If you really stretch up, I might be able to take a peek inside or up. What's up there?
I
Or-
could do it easily, but I'd have to use a giant's might.
See, I feel like that is not a good idea right now.
What if
That
the
feels
bulge
like it'd be useful if we're getting like ambushed and attacked, so you can go awesome mode. But like I can just.
Can you climb from the height I could put you at?
Oh, I think I can actually. Yes.
Rhett kind of looks up from his twiddling. We have rope.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I guess we could fasten it up there. Yeah, but rope to go up is a lot harder than rope to go down.
Kind of tilts his head.
Rope go up is standard. Pulley system. Wait on rope throw.
Rat goes and grabs some rope.
Okay, well, I can't say I've used a pulley to climb a tree before, but that's actually a really good idea, Rat. Thank you.
He starts just. He's not even really putting a whole lot of effort into it because he thinks it's stupid. They're not just using rope to climb.
Anyway,
we in the
if
Warren
this-
did commonly. He's basically just he finds a really big rope and ties, or not a really big rock. Well, a really big rock compared to his body size that he
And
could
he
reasonably lift.
struggles.
So-
He's dragging it. It's leaving a big trail in the ground, but he's brought it over.
That rock, 5 pounds.
Probably true.
He like fastens like a 4-way knot around it so that it fastens like and hands the rope. Looks around. Is there like a thing they could throw the rope over to get like a?
There's a lot of sturdy branches at the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Some of
He
them
just
are
sort of
very-
like
yeah.
hands it to friend and says overthrow.
And so he does.
He throws it. Is somebody holding on to the other side at the moment?
It is 50 feet of rope.
Fair enough. I mean, like, I don't mean like losing it. I mean, is somebody going up with it when it falls? Well, never mind. It goes over. Oh, zoop, and it ends up nestling securely in a notch in the branches. The rope does. Well, the rock falls back down. It is in place.
Rat walks over and just it's, to the rock, points at it, and then points at friend and says, "Stand on."
And so he does.
He takes a couple of things from the pack and then starts climbing up the rope. And when he gets to the top, starts fastening a basic system in order to like get it to be easier for people to just pulley up.
I like the idea that Rat's up there and he's like, yeah, I'm up here, but I don't want to do it. I want somebody else to do it anyway. And
Yeah.
So he's doing more work just so that he doesn't have to do work. I think that's great.
Exactly. And
I
then
really do think they could have just lifted me up there.
once he's done with it, he climbs back down the rope and goes back to doing his own thing.
Rat,
Sounds
did you
good.
look at what was up there?
He is ignoring you.
Okay. Thank you, Rat.
Has Rat gotten many thank yous from people outside of the Warren?
I don't believe so.
Do you think
At
that
all.
might be his first?
Maybe.
Hero has said thank you at least once.
From
or twice.
from not Hero Way. But Hero
Okay,
Way
okay.
was in the Warren when he said.
Oh,
true.
big brain. Damn it. Tefrid climbs up the rope using a little bit of help from friend and cantilever and his own acrobatic skill. You're able to auto pass that because it's been set up properly. And as you get to the top, you end up seeing is the branch that you're on as it leads down into the root of this gnarled piece of tree trunk. That there's a small little opening, probably about 3 feet in diameter, but only about 2 feet tall. It's good enough size for you to be able to crawl through without feeling like you're, under any pressure, but you wouldn't be able to run through it.
Okay.
Immediately on the inside, what little light shines through shows a little bit of a beginning of a little bit of a spiral slope.
Hmm. I'm gonna take out my rope and tie it around my waist and throw one end over the side. Hey guys, I found like a little spiral. It's like a cave in the tree. I'm gonna take a look down there really quick. If I tug on this rope, that means I'm endangered. I'm trying to come back.
Rat looks up and snips some scissors he has from his Tinker Kit and smiles.
Oh man.
Friend, can you take this, please?
Understood.
Thank you.
Do you have a light?
Yeah, I have a lantern I can use. It won't burn the tree down.
There was.
What?
You crawl your. It's a tight little lantern. It's a
I mean,
good
unless
lantern.
you have one that's less flammable.
I pick up a rock, I cast light on it, and I just kind of
Hmm.
throw it towards him.
He catches it.
Thank God, I thought that was gonna be a roll.
I really was worried it would be a roll.
I mean, if anything, the roll would have been like going up the tree, personally. But
Yeah. Okay. All right, heading down. I'm going to investigate the.
you begin to crawl your way through. It's a little cramped, but it's clearly made for something. And given the amount of times you've spent in the woods, it doesn't seem like it's something that would be from like just random wildlife. It's clearly got some intent built into the structure as it gently slopes in a corkscrew shape, sort of like the edge of a screw where it rolls down along the outside, and going about a full rotation or so down into the tree, you end up finding yourself in a small room in the center of this tree. It's very dilapidated. It's broken. There's a small little chair on one section, and there's a fair bit of junk in a menagerie of different items strewn about. And of particular note is a weird 2 semicircular engravings attached firmly to the inside of the tree, which begin to form almost a circle together, but they're slightly separated, both glowing with like a sort of silver patina or a bit of like tin, that sort of color range.
Huh. And it's embedded in the tree?
It is completely embedded in the tree. It seems like it's like almost just part of the interior bark of that part of the tree.
Is it lighting up the room at all?
It is not. It is purely reflecting upon the light of your rock.
Okay.
But it does have a generally clean sheen. It has dust on it, but not corrosion.
Gotcha. How long does it look like it's been since someone's been in this? How dusty is it? How long is it?
Well,
been
clearly
since...
not long enough for anything to rot because the tree is still there, and even the parts inside, like the chairs, are fine. But assuming that, give me an investigation just for a rough guess.
Thank you. All right. Investigation.
Side note, before you do this, never mind.
Oh.
Even after that, in the future, how do you guys feel about potentially making stuff like investigations blind GM rolls?
Oh, I kind of love it.
I do like that. Yes.
Okay. Well,
That's how
you're
PS2E does
able
it.
to be pretty confident that it's no older than 5 years, because any more than that and stuff probably would have started to fall apart, and probably any time less than 2 years would not have been able to develop that much dust. So it's probably somewhere between that range, between 2 and 5 years.
Okay. I'm going to spend some time looking for non-perishable goods if I can find any.
You
But
can.
before that, Oh, okay.
You get to go out and make a loot roll with advantage.
Ooh. Which rolls a loot roll?
There is a loot
100?
table, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Oh, it's under
In the
loot check.
items section, or sorry, in the rollable tables section. One of them is titled
love
loots.
Loots, yes.
Loot check. Roll that twice and take whichever option you want.
I do not have sufficient permission to
If
view this
you
roll.
right click on
Right
it,
click.
Oh, I see. It's my first time using this.
Oh my goodness!
Magic item.
that's one of the better ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
That is
baby.
the second best roll.
Oh,
Yippee.
yippee.
Also,
I really need that
like-
fucking pearl now, guys.
Also, I just wanted to bring up, I really like the idea of advantage being you choose which one. Not just because that's how Frosthaven ends up doing.
I think I like the objectively better one in this case.
Yeah. Because, like, imagine if it was like one magic item or 3 trade goods or something like that, right? You might actually have to choose.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead and roll once on the
man.
trade good roll, and then once on the magic items one.
Oh,
I
this
should
is
probably go
fun.
ahead and.
I like this part.
He likes the part where he gets things. Very true.
Magic item loot is the one I'm rolling on.
Yep.
Okay. And then trade goods loot.
Alright. Lastly, roll in the magic item section on the consumables because you rolled a consumable on the magic item one.
Phenomenal. Okay.
one potion of
That's it.
Well, if it's a scroll, that's really good for Hero A.
One potion
Yeah.
of makes you
Oh, sure.
explode. ID 29. All right.
OMG, Zeus, that makes you explode.
As
Honestly,
you're,
that would be pretty based.
as you're searching
Yeah.
around, you find that there's one part in one of the little drawers. There's a small, almost tea set, and well, the tea set's far too small for you to use. It ends up contributing to some of the trade goods that you end up collecting.
Wait, how small is this tea set? I'm pretty small.
Rather small.
How big is this room? I'm pretty small.
Rather small.
Rather small. It's
Hold on.
you're
I
probably
assume
about
this
a
room was like
crawling-
me size.
crawling right now. You're probably like a third of the width of the room. It's
Oh my God.
pretty tight.
Did you
Oh,
just
this
break
is-
into like a squirrel's house?
A squirrel was not my first thought, but I appreciate your hope that it's not something
Gnomes.
malevolent.
And
Not
while
the
most of the
gnomes.
elements of the set are either just broken and it just able to only be used as scrap or novelty items,
Mhm.
there is one section, one drawer that is particularly well preserved, which has a sizable amount of a powder in it. Would you go ahead and roll me 3d4 plus 4?
Oh, is this the ointment?
Joachim's sword of ointment.
13.
All right, you find 13 doses of a small purple powder.
Okay.
It's in probably like 5 bags. You don't need to keep track of bags, but it's in a few so that it's easy to carry. And as you move some of them, the ones that are a little bit more empty, that are like only half filled, you can see as the powder sort of poops into the air and stays mostly buoyant in the air until it falls down to the rest of it.
Ooh.
Cocainer.
Is gonna like this.
Go ahead and mark down item ID 29 in your inventory with 13 of them. Each one is 0.1 encumbrance.
I am going to add this to the party loot because if I add this to myself, I will explode.
After the session, I will add a icon
my
for
gosh.
it.
Thank you. Speaking of, I'm going to explode. Before I leave, actually, I'm going to take some of the note paper I have and the charcoal, the same I used way back when, to take the rubbings of where Friend came from. And I'm actually going to take a rubbing of the 2 semicircles with a small description of them. I'm going to make a note of that really quick. The 2 halves, they're both silver, right?
Yeah. They're both like a silvery, tinny, like that sort of
Okay.
gray metal.
Okay. I'm gonna make a note of that on my end, so I know. Oh wait, we can mark the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should mark this place. Gnome home.
Not the gnome home.
I say that as if I'm not smaller than a gnome.
Aren't gnomes smaller in this setting, or?
I mean, they're
Pixie
slightly
Palace.
smaller, but they're not like that
Oh, okay.
small.
Pixie Palace.
Pixie Palace, there you go.
Gnomes being bigger than halflings just feels
No,
wrong,
yeah,
you
they're
know?
still smaller, but they're not like they'd have to be like a third the size of Taffred for it to start feeling like a normal room.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Like imagine
The
if you
rat
were
is
3 times
approaching.
as big as you are currently. It's about that sort of size.
OMG, it's the rat pad.
The rat pad.
And before
rat
I
flat.
leave, can I attempt to make an identification as to the symbol?
I mean, it's not really a symbol as much as it is just like.
Does it look like decoration and not like something?
No, it certainly looks like something, but it's not like it's an identifier. More just like it's a. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What am I rolling? Investigation?
We can see a case for investigation or history.
I'm fine with either.
Let me look at your character sheet, and I will tell you in a moment.
I have expertise in both of those skills, so I'm fine with either. I'll also take nature.
Give me an int with proficiency, so either your history, your investigation, or your nature, any of those 3.
Okay. I'll roll history for that.
But you know not which.
24. Oh shit! I didn't do the blind GM roll.
That's okay.
I should know that.
You're able to piece together that given how it's generally assembled and the positions of them as you sort of look a little closer, it's very clear that it's not just two objects, it's very much part of a single set. There's probably some significance to the fact that it forms a lot of a circle to it, in that silver has generally been a metal associated with magic, so it probably has some sort of property, but beyond that, you're struggling to make heads or tails of it.
Probably magical in nature. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to climb back up the tree, poke my head out over the top, and say, "Rat junk!"
He looks over.
We got junk. Hero A, maybe magic. I don't think you fit in here. How big is a hobgoblin compared to?
He's like 5'8".
Yeah, he would have a hard time getting any more than
He'd have a hard time.
probably
squeezing in here.
slightly more than just his shoulders in the entrance, and would certainly not be able to get down there.
Okay.
Kind of
Bring
looks
it down,
back
I'm
and
casting
forth.
a ritual.
He kind of looks back and forth between what he was doing and the rope leading up, and what he was doing and the rope leading up, and then he like kind of lightly bumps his head on the ground, like, "Ugh," and climbs up
I'll
the
watch
rope.
over it.
You additionally get a encumbrance of scrap iron if you would like that, Rat,
Oh!
or just scrap metal.
Yeah, so like nails, scrap metal. Yeah, we got this. We got this. We are marking every little bit of this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Who
Every
knows?
bit helps.
That could be enough to make a flat grenade. Another
It
one.
could be enough to make a new fork.
We need a picture of Rat as one of the pogging soy jacks.
Wait, where did my? Oh no. Okay. I think my sheet might
Are
have
you
gotten fucked up.
marking the
'Cause the
right
nails
sheet?
aren't there anymore either, which I know I marked down. One encumbrance of scrap iron. I think it was
Anyway.
4 nails that were.
Oh, I know actually.
Since you
Hold
ended
on.
up doing it and it probably ends up resolving around now, BBQ, you can figure out that while there is nothing currently magical there, there's still a gentle trace of magic once having been alive here that is very persistent. It does not feel recent. It feels like there's old magic that was here, but no longer.
Gonna poke my head out again. Hey, friend.
Yes.
Did Bitter Trunk ever tell you about any kind of small little guys who'd like to dwell in the forest and the big trees? Trying to figure out who might have lived here at one point. They haven't lived here for a long time, but
Jefford, can you bring the item down? I can currently see what kind of magic it is.
oh, the powder. Oh yeah. Hold on. I'll scramble down the rope with the powder, slower than normal because that definitely overcomes me, and then give it to Hero A, and then go back up to normal speed.
The powder is completely mundane.
Oh. There was a symbol in there that I couldn't make heads or tails of. It was 2 silvery like half circles, almost like 2 half moons, embedded in the tree trunk.
Nope. This powder is completely mundane. I would imagine it's a component of some kind or used to be magical.
It could still be helpful once we figure out what it is.
I'm going to use the rest of this time to see if I can pick up on some traces of necromancy or something of the sort nearby.
Fair. But yeah, friend, was there did Bitter Trunk ever share any of that with information? Small forest dwellers lived in big trees.
He has. Nothing
Oh.
specifically.
Oh, okay.
Are you able to make a sketch of the symbols?
Oh, I have this actually. I'm going to take out the rubbing I have and put it down in front of friend. It's these 2 half symbols. They were made out of some kind of silvery metal. silvery tinny. It was kind of hard to tell. Rat's better. Hey, Rat, you could figure out what kind of metal is in the tree. That might be awesome.
He nods a couple of times and starts gets deep in there and starts figuring out the metal.
If you want to describe this to them, Tefford, you can. It's like that, but more silver and disconnected at the bottom.
All right. Oh, that is not what I thought you meant. I was picturing like a moon cut in half. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's two crescents facing each other, but that
Okay.
that sort of like,
when you said the semicircles, I thought it was like a full semicircle, not like two crescents.
Ah, got it. Okay, sorry.
Okay. But yeah, it would be two crescents disconnected, kind of like if you make two C's with your hands, and that's exactly what I would do. Is I'd make two C's with my hands and like hold them a little bit far apart, made out of some silvery kind of tinny metal. Did they overlap like that at the top?
Yeah.
Or were they truly separate?
The only
Okay.
thing that's different from that is the color, and that at the bottom there's the right
gap.
one overlaps the left one,
The right one overlaps the left.
so they sort of nest into each other a little bit.
Okay. So if you make a slightly smaller C with your right hand and a bigger C with your left hand, and then just put that in front of your face, it looks like that. I look like a fucking crazy person
God
right
bless democracy.
now. And I'm absolutely doing this and trying my best to describe it to friend. Like, yeah, if you go like this, it's kind of what the symbol looked like, and it was made out of some kind of silvery metal. Was that helpful, or do I still sound crazy?
He does not comment.
Okay.
Is there anything else the party would like to do at this location?
Identify the metal that was nearby and emerge with a charcoal pressing of the symbol.
All right.
Oh, so we have two of those now?
I will send it to you as well, Chad.
I mean, Rat wants it.
Yeah,
Also, if you have a charcoal pressing, why are you not just showing it the charcoal pressing?
I did.
Yeah, he was describing that to y'all.
Yeah, I was saying that for everyone else's benefit of what it looked like. I could have shared the photo, but this is funnier.
It is also funnier.
It is funny.
I'm standing here like a crazy person,
Rat
like
wants
just
one
holding
too.
my hands up like you can see it.
Oh! I know what that is.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is too. But I can't say what it is.
Exactly. Isn't that fun?
Yeah. I have seen that before.
Damn it, I have medals on me.
Very true. Anything else the party would like to do at this location?
We did get the trade goods out of there, right? The 50 pounds worth of local quality trade goods.
Yes. Chad, did you mark those down?
I just wanted to make sure.
Very true.
So fucking true.
Rat, they're not food.
There we go.
Yeah, I got it.
Rat, I know it's a tea set, but you can't eat tea sets either.
Maybe you can't.
I really can't. Is your digestive system more robust than mine?
Ah,
How you managed to get 50 pounds out of that, I don't know. Maybe some of it is unreasonably heavy.
A little bit at a time, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
You just took the rope that
Yeah.
was tied around Tefred and
Mhm.
secured a box to the rope and had people drag it out.
Yeah, we the
No,
police
no, I
system's
mean like
actually
how
gonna come in
50
super
pounds
clutch
of
here.
stuff is even in there. Some of it's probably just unreasonably heavy. Or
Like I said, that rope's made out of lead.
Yeah. True, true. And with that,
That
you
tea set
have
also
moved
led.
2 of your 3 movement on the 28th or 27th. Sorry, 48th or 47th.
That was our 4th day, I believe, so that would be the 48th.
Then 4 more points of movement puts you on the 50th.
Okay. So we have movement now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 1. Oh, here we go. 2. 3.
And with that, that is the end of the 7th day.
Okay. We should. Can
And
we
it is
scout
now-
for
And
skeleton
it is
bones
now
here?
the 50th. Yep, you kind of just end up continuing to move around for now.
Okay.
You just move around for like, another day so that we hit the next Bastion turn.
Yeah.
Oh damn! So the previous start rolls didn't amount to anything. Rip.
Yep, which Golden knew. There you go.
Oh damn.
Yippee. It is now the first of Dark Sun. It is officially the wintry cold month.
We gotta make sure we're in town for the Karax.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun. BBQ, lead the way.
Okay, let me just pull up the thing real quick. Bastion turn, Bastion turn. There we go. Okay, so weather.
Okay.
I remember it as Dark Sun now.
Roll
Yes, I know, I
roll
added
for
the modifier.
grasslands and Dark Sun,
Yep, I have it.
which I believe is -2 and +4. Which one's grassland?
So it's just a +2 then.
I mean, I'm not looking at it. Is grassland +4?
See, that's what I'm trying to find. The thing
I
is,
think
so,
I
like,
have it
it's-
pinned in a message to you.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay. So I just see temperate plains. Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
Grasslands?
you're on temperate
Okay,
plains
that's what I thought.
as opposed to like arid plains.
Oh wait, no, that would be shoot. Okay.
+3, so just -1 from that,
Yeah.
which would be a 6, which I will
Yeah.
look at,
So thank you.
and then move on to the next roll, next thing.
Next part of the Bastion turn.
Next part of the Bastion turn. That would be Chad. Subtract the rations, please.
I hope that
Wrong
the world
ration!
isn't.
All right, 6 is the same. Warmer, clear skies.
Hooray!
It's a very warm day.
Nice.
Maybe when
And
the
then
day
I'm
is
happy.
warm.
Oh, Dark Sun is +2 actually, not -2. So
no.
that 6 becomes 12, which is actually cooler light clouds. I was like, why is it warm? It's cooler light clouds.
Okay.
Gonna become 10.
So Chad, you've subtracted the.
No, yeah, he's right. I doubled up on minusing 2 and then plusing 4. It's a thunderstorm. Thank you, Chad. I'll just input this as 10 and then I'll roll it
Yeah.
just so you
don't
can get the entire thing there, buddy. There you go. Would you like to read it to the group?
It says it was privately rolled.
Oh, whoops. I thought you had permission to it, but that's fair as well.
Okay.
And I also cannot do it. All right. You know
I'll
what?
just do it myself. Just give me one moment.
Yeah, there
It
you go.
won't take very
Press
long.
the roll button.
Yep,
There
I
you go.
got it. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. A 10, huh? What is
That's
a 10?
crazy.
Thunderstorm or heavy rain. The wind speed is 40 miles per hour. It is a great storm. Our travel pace, unfortunately, is -1 from what it usually is. Though we do not have a wagon or other wheeled vehicle cannot travel off of roads, farms, and urban areas unless a chosen player succeeds on a DC 18 strength check per tile entered. If you remember from our previous session, this is what we were dealing with when Kaio and friend had to try and get the cart moving. A flying creature must make an athletics or acrobatics check each turn to move in a direction that is not within 1/8 of the direction of the wind, which I can roll for. A DC 16 Constitution save must be made at the end of each rest if that rest is unsheltered, and no benefits will be gained on a fail. However, there is a +2 damage and to hit bonus for lightning spells, attacks, and effects, and a -2 damage and to hit modifier for fire spells, attacks, and effects.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Roll for wind. If you'd like, you can do what you're doing.
Base.
Oh, it's just a D8. Very fun, very easy.
This is more fun weather for hunting skeletons, anyways.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
okay.
5 is due south.
Mm-hmm.
Yippee. There's a pretty intense wind blowing south. Also, I have made an impromptu change. I think it's cooler if 2 people can track, and the second person can just add either their int or their whiz to the roll. Same thing as with
allows
guarding.
Plus, that was some benefit from the +1.
Yeah. What's the next one, BBQ?
That would be rations. Rat's already done that. Exploration roll, Albatross.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's a 10. You're going to be finding just about everything that you can at this level.
Alright.
All right. That would be next up is actions. Ara.
Oh boy. I would actually tracking, I guess. I'm gonna be looking for skeletons. I'm not very good at it, but I'd like to help.
Then it would be Golden.
Guard.
In that case, could you please roll your perception?
Make sure it's not on blind roll.
You might have wanted that
Albatross.
to be blind. That's sad.
I mean, you might as well be blind rolling.
I had made this decision prior to that roll. I promise I was gonna help with guarding this time around.
I mean, you're allowed to do that before or after.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like those rolls, you do like that perception. I explicitly call out that guard rolls are not blind. Like the group knows what the roll is.
Okay.
So Tefford, if you could roll perception as well, please.
No, that would be him adding.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's not adding. Oh.
No.
Unfortunate.
So you would add your wisdom and a +1, and there is an RP opportunity if
+3.
you would like once we finish resolving the Bastion turn.
So that would be +5. So that makes it a 10, which is enough to prevent ambushes. Just barely.
That is not a +5. That is a +3.
A +4.
Why is it +4?
Wait, no, +3. Never mind.
Oh, is your perception skill only a 2?
Oh, you said wisdom.
You said
Yeah,
wisdom.
he
not
said
five.
wisdom.
Oh, if it's perception, then it is 5. Yes.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does also say wisdom in the sheet. I think it's better if it adds the perception.
I agree.
I will
Okay.
For
change
no
that.
particular reason of this moment.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You're making a perception roll. Sure, it makes it a little stronger, but if you have like 2 or 3 people taking guard, you really shouldn't be able to get ambushed, even if everybody's kind of slacking.
Yeah.
So, perception it is, which means that that's a +4 plus the 1 for the
For
co-op,
the shared responsibility.
which is enough to prevent ambushes.
Chad?
I'm the last one, right?
Aside from me, yes.
And you're tracking, right?
Possibly.
I'm just trying to sit here and think if whether or not I should track or if I'm allowed to greed and rush my study for more ints soon.
Well, one of us is tracking, the other one of us is probably studying, so...
And then tracking is a wisdom-based one, right? Or is it?
It's
wisdom or
wisdom
int.
or int, either one.
And we
not
have
the
an
lesser.
equivalent. We have an equivalent.
Yeah,
int
we
skill.
are
So
literally
what are you
equivalent.
studying for?
Another second level spell slot.
And I'm studying for a +1 int, whichever one you think is more valuable.
You study, I'll track.
That's good because
Actually,
I'm
how
tracking
close
and
are
I'm
you to your spell
not
slot?
smart.
I'm not even halfway there yet. It
I'm
takes
not
200
either.
points, I'm at 88.
Mine requires 300 points, and I'm at 24. So
Only
Did
24?
you use all?
Oh, you grabbed
you
another-
should. That is not correct. You have a bare minimum that you did not add the ones previously. I think it got reset along with your other.
no, I learned an entirely different thing.
Oh, okay.
I remember I got my proficiency with my Mason's tools.
Got it. Okay.
This is my second thing that I've been learning.
Got
I've
it.
been rolling really well, so I actually have a lot more than other people do.
I see. Okay. I was like, there's no way. Like, just your flat bonuses should be more than that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd say yours is closer, so let's try and rush yours. So anytime that you need to study, because
Right.
you're relatively closer. In which case,
Right,
then I
so
will
I'll
track
study.
and you will study,
Okay. BBQ.
or we could
Sure,
both
okay.
track and make sure we get as many skeletons as possible.
One person's already
Ours
tracking.
already...
2 people
Oh,
can
okay.
track
I
each
thought, I thought
turn.
you just said that multiple people can track. And,
Yeah, I did. I bumped it up to 2 instead of just 1.
Oh, so 2 people are tracking?
Well, I mean, okay,
You
so
and
I'm
Dara.
tracking because I want
Ah,
to be
right, right, right.
productive, but I'm not good at it. My wisdom
Right,
modifier
you
is a
have decent wisdom.
+1. No, it's a +1.
I mean, he can be the one making the roll. Not that, actually, that
Yeah.
doesn't change much. Never
Oh
mind.
yeah, true. No, him being the one making the roll is good because then Chad's not having to roll.
Ah, true.
True. No, but because I'm attached to it, it's gonna be bad anyways. We can't
No,
circumvent
trust.
it. That's not how this works.
Trust.
Trust.
The more you try and circumvent, the worse
Chad,
it
is your
happens.
int +3 right now or 4?
My int is +3. I want it to be +4 because at level 4, if I get that +1 from learning, I will have it at +5.
Gotcha. Okay. So, go ahead and give me a int or whiz +3.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Wait,
plus
so-
4 because the bonus for co-op.
Right, yeah, for an extra person.
Oh!
That's good
17?
enough.
Well, don't you have a
Nice.
+1 to int, so it's an 18?
Oh,
Or
plus one to
plus
whiz,
1 to
so-
whiz?
I thought we were. Oh, okay.
That's not enough for a breakpoint. All the breakpoints are at 5s.
Mm,
So, first of all, you can add up to 3 more encounters. Secondly, you will have better positions at the start of the encounters, i.e., you can move around a little bit and choose which side of the map essentially you're acting from. And you can
And we can
choose
choose to
to
avoid encounters.
avoid an encounter if it seems improper, as long as it's of, like, skeletons. If it's a different kind of encounter, those don't apply. But as long as it's skeletons, it's those.
this seems like a very good roll for this.
Mhm.
I'm
Yep.
pleased.
Next threat. Would you like to roll
Yep.
3, 4, 5, or 6?
All in.
All in.
Is that 5 or 6?
That would be 6.
Okay.
Oh,
These are not blind right now.
he explicitly knows because of the thing that he has. So
Okay.
Well,
But we don't.
he also shouldn't because he only got a 10 out of 15.
oh, never mind.
Alright.
I forgot that was tied to the.
I didn't realize the table didn't blind roll automatically.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
It doesn't.
Well, we'll figure it out. So one of those is
Hopefully
that,
we
which
find
means
these things.
that's that. Alright. I have it
Alright.
set.
If we want to get back before we run out of food, we should probably spend 4 days at most traveling around.
We still have more
Oh, right, yeah.
learning, and then that's
Yep.
it.
4d6 plus 3. Ooh!
That's
So
solid.
that means I get 21 to my thing, which means I'm at 109. Thank you, Chad.
Of course.
Alright.
Yes, it's +3, okay. Oh!
Oh!
Let's go.
Ara, Golden Albatross?
That puts me firmly over 10%, 39 to 300.
Is that the learning roll?
Oh no.
Oh, that should be +2.
Oh!
Yeah, I hate doing this every time. If I don't study, I get
Well, JC knows.
like, why bother?
That is a 10 for you.
Listen, that's 3 more than you had last Bastion turn.
Yeah, but last time I got 50. It's fine.
Last fortnight.
What am I gonna
Fortnite.
learn this time? How to not be stupid.
Honestly, if you don't know what you want, it's probably good to just go for a stat increase
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'm
That's what
also
doing.
You're also allowed to bank it until the end of the Bastion turn if you want to figure it out later.
No, I'm just gonna increase my charisma, I think.
Rizzler.
Rizzler.
The
Oh,
Rizzler.
absolutely.
God
God damn it. What the Sigma?
Oh,
Okay.
please don't.
We are your
It's all day. I hear it all day.
what the Sigma?
I hear it
Oh,
all
I thought it was
day.
what the Sigmar. What the fuck?
That'd be way funnier.
That would be so funny. And that's why I thought that's what it was.
Gotta keep in mind, I am 21, Alba.
That's no excuse.
Teach 14-year-olds.
Okay, so now if Rat and Kaio or Tefred and Friend would like, they can take their state-mandated RP segment.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're looking for skeletons. There's a thunderous rain pouring down about us. The winds rippling through the trees. I have like a cloth over my head, and it is flapping every which way. Just kind of looking around. I've got the light spell cast on my staff because it is so cloudy and thunderous that it is like dark out, even though it is the middle of the day. Kind of looking around, like, do you see anything yet?
No.
Hmm.
The weather does not make it easy.
You think I would like this kind of thing, but you never know when a skeleton's gonna poke out and grab you. Well, I guess we kind of want.
If I recall correctly, the assistants on the guard brought us over the 10 breakpoint, right? Or at the 10 breakpoint?
Yeah, you will not get ambushed, which the group
don't know
knows
that.
that you have enough surveillance to
okay.
not get ambushed.
Okay.
It's like if it was less than that, you'd be like, you feel like it's difficult to be watching all the points because it's too open, or like there's coverage, or like you're being worn out and you're not able to do it enough, right? You kind of know when you're a little worn out and not able to do things, right? But this is not that.
Got it. I just didn't remember the math or not.
So I guess we're just miserable, wet, cold, and looking for the undead. Not how you want to be spending your afternoons, but hey.
That's how it goes. Is there anything else you would like to add, friend, to that scene?
Not unless someone else wants to.
It's just the two of you. The two of you are keeping watch while like the rest of the group is performing another action. And if not, we move on.
Would Tefred and Rat like to take a scene, or?
Oh yeah.
Tefred.
Oh, I think we got these mixed up.
It's Kaio.
Kaio and Rat and
it
Tefred.
was,
I just
Kaio
remembered.
and Rat, and then Tefred and Friend, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You said Tefred and Rat.
Right, because Kaio and Friend just had one.
Oh!
Because we got it mixed up.
Oh, brain damage.
No worries.
What?
Just as an aside, Kaio's a little bit uncomfortable with Friend. He's never seen anything like you, and he's just doing his best to talk to you like you're a normal person. He doesn't know if it's working.
Narrator voice. It was not working.
Luckily for him, Friend did not have any particular malice towards him. Unfortunate for him, he had no way of figuring this out.
It's literally that. Got any good weather? No. Oh.
So, how's the weather? Look up.
So what about the
Guys.
people who are hunting?
We had hunt. Oh, yeah.
Tracking.
Yeah, sorry, excuse me, tracking. Hunting is a very specific term.
Which should have been Kaio, but I think for roleplay reasons is Tefred.
Yes. I think there was a mix-up in the job.
That's okay.
cast
Now
assignment.
it's Tefred and Rat, because Tefred's the scout anyway.
Yes.
Rat.
Oh God. So what do you make of that symbol that we found?
Rat kind of shrugs.
Not now.
Did you figure out what kind of metal it was at least?
Not have time enough.
That's unfortunate.
Tried take some, but on hard.
Yeah, it was pretty stuck in there.
Not too interest. Hear what it would say if magic is.
Gotcha. So Hero-Way's got all the magic stuff, and you're everything else in that pair?
He nods a couple of times.
Fascinating. How long have you been working on this kind of stuff? I've never seen... you got a lot of ingenuity I haven't seen before.
He kind of puffs his chest up.
Lipo. Always. Big genius. Ingenio. Gen. Ugh.
Yeah, that quick pulley system was really helpful for getting all that stuff, those lead tea sets out of that building.
He kind of looks at the ground for a little bit. He clearly lost the attention that he was speaking with you, like kind of forgot you were there for a second as he was looking on the ground. And then he looks back up.
What?
Did you find something?
He nods his head.
No.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying we wouldn't have gotten all that stuff out of there if it wasn't for the pulley system. At least not undamaged.
Right now.
Well, thank you.
All useless without Rat.
We could find nicer ways to say that to people.
He kind of just tilts his head.
We'll work on it. Anyway,
with
thanks
that,
again. Yeah.
Effort, you have 2 points of movement.
Correctamundo. Okay, so
As you're traveling along, you end
Stop
up
that.
Man?
Pepsi Man. With your exceptional adventure roll, you're able to pick up that while you're sort of scouting just a touch ahead, given a lot of the wind and rain and how a lot of the ground is starting to be muddy, which on its own is still pretty obnoxious, you end up finding that a good ways down in one of the sections, there is a layer of stone underneath the mud that's slowly being revealed and washed away, revealing a small path of roads that have clearly been buried for a very long time.
Whoa, guys! I'm gonna
Fast
run back.
travel unlocked.
I'm gonna run back. Guys, the rain's a good thing. The rain's a good thing. We've got roads. I'm gonna do some investigations while you guys catch up. Sprint back.
That should make these few days more productive.
I'm gonna try to see what are the roads? Are the roads made out of cobblestone?
They're very mixed cobble.
Okay.
But despite being not uniform shape, they are very well pressed together. There's like no
Okay.
gaps in it.
Yeah. Oh,
The-
so
the
it's
very
like
minimal amount of gaps that there are filled with like a sort of plaster or concrete, not like dirt or mud.
oh, they're
It's,
concrete. Oh,
well, you know, that sort of material, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Roman
Still-
concrete, if you wanted to be like that sort of thing, right?
yeah.
It's
Still very impressive.
it's
yeah.
a generally very well pressed together, very well fitted degree of cobblestone, such that each piece nests nicely with each other. But very few of them seem to actually be hewn or sheared or otherwise chiseled out.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. How wide about? Is it like a cart wide or?
Much less than a cart. Probably
Much
only
less
like 5 feet wide, maybe 4.
So like almost like still that's a little bit bigger than a sidewalk, but still.
Yeah, and
Like a thoroughfare.
generally very straight. It deviates by maybe only like 10 degrees by the point of the horizon, which admittedly isn't as far as it would be on a normal day, but nonetheless.
How far was it buried under?
Probably only like 6 inches, but the area probably doesn't get that much disruption.
Oh, okay.
It's starting to be a little bit drier of an area.
Fantastic. Okay.
The rains currently seem like an exception to a lot of the local environment. Like a lot of the trees are starting to be ones that are more long-standing and less needing of frequent water, and the same is true of the shrubbery and grasses.
The last real rain they had probably were when the entire continent were engulfed in ravenous storms.
Probably true.
That was like
Month and a
14
half
years
ago?
at this point.
2 months ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the Oh,
Either way,
I think we were thinking of different rainstorms.
maybe.
I wonder if there's a road nearby, or a city nearby, or the ruins nearby. Oh, this could be very good. This could be very, very good. Ooh,
Everyone
we're gonna
else just hears as Tefford is mumbling like rat.
If it's going that way, it could go out to that little bit of Aerodolus I saw, but that's probably not it. It's probably down south that way. I have to guess.
A rat covers his ears.
Oh, hi guys, welcome. Look,
Oh,
what?
not skeletons.
No, road.
Hey, road cool. Skeleton where?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Great.
I wasn't looking. I didn't. Sorry. Right. Mission. Yeah. No idea.
Right, we give it 3 more days, and if we don't find any skeletons by then, we start heading back to Aurora to recoup some of our losses.
Well, we should probably find out what's at the end of this road. Maybe
I
the
think
skeletons.
roads go
Right.
on for quite a long time.
Well, it depends. Does this look like roads that were the roads that were up in
No, they
Near
are a
the-
completely different type of road.
Yeah, this is completely separate. If they could lead to an ancient temple, you know what ancient temples have? Skeletons.
Food.
Death traps.
All right. Now I'm listening.
Not have
Skeleton.
enough food if take long.
But if we find
true.
an ancient temple, there could be something very interesting inside.
Food.
Like death traps.
Or money.
Death
or
trap.
treasure.
Rat kind of perks up and gets happy at Death Trap.
Right, and you know what they have in death traps? Skeletons. We'll just take some of those and we're good.
We would need someone who can cast magic aura if we want to make it convincing.
I don't know what that is.
Why not just kill
I'm sorry.
skeleton?
If we
Right.
can't
Oh,
find
I
skeletons,
assume
it would
these
be hard to
skeletons
find
would be
skeletons.
walking around. Yeah.
Mm,
Most of the ruins I've explored have had at least some kind of lesser undead in them.
Well, there
Want
you
a part
go.
take trap.
Well, okay. You've sold us on it. Let's go follow this road.
Yes.
Alright.
You have one more movement today.
If outrun food, eat Tefrid first.
All right.
So
It is now
slow.
the second.
This is the first time he's ever said your name, by the way.
Oh. Aw, he said my name. Friend, he said my name.
It is now the second day. The road continues in the upright direction, but begins to peter out a little bit, being buried underneath the road, as well as traveling the other direction as well. It goes in both ways.
It goes, so it does go into the desert. Is the
Right,
the
and
arid
it
savanna
just starts
area.
to get more buried by mud that direction. It doesn't have a
Okay.
clear stopping point. It just gets buried.
Okay, we're gonna go to the place with the skeletons. Oh, great.
Well, what makes you think they're that way?
This is where they said they would be.
Yeah, they said that it was around where the forest cleared out for the grasslands.
Right,
as I
which
recall.
is, when the forest clear, you're like a day and a half past that normally, right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was.
Actually, like over here somewhere. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't.
Right,
think.
but we
Where
had been up
is-
there and
is
we
it
didn't find any skeletons.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like I can't. Oh, here we go.
Right.
Like here-ish to the southeast of Aurora.
Hmm.
Have we been exploring the wrong area?
I think
No.
it's like
It's
Okay.
just you just haven't found them yet. You just sort of stick in that area and try to find them, right? You went in a
Alright.
single line through the area, but you can go here as well if you want.
Hmm.
I don't want to starve to death, so I think we should double back.
Okay.
And just be
After
generically
we,
heading in
uh,
that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can explore down here when we have more food. I can accept this.
And more ways to store food. So
Either
that we
way,
can
you are
have more
one
food.
day into this bastion turn.
Mhm.
You can follow up the road to the right. You can start heading basically straight back by going up. You can follow the road down to the left. Any of those are good options.
Gotta start heading back this way.
Go ahead, and I need you to stop for a moment and roll me a d6. Anyone, whoever wants to,
Is
and then we will
this
take
how
a
many-
break briefly.
Got it.
I hope this is how. Oh. I hope this is how many dozen
Damn it, he
skeletons
got it
balls-
first.
Damn, he got it first. All right, we are going to be going to Grasslands 3. I will show you guys the map momentarily,
Ooh.
and then
Huh.
I would like you to pick which location you are starting on.
Lovely.
Grasslands.
Is this
3.
gonna be the? Is this gonna be the skeleton sprites from the starter screen?
I should
don't
probably
know
turn off
Vision.
Vision. Yeah.
Wow, what a lovely
Yeah, it's a lot of the grassland ones are simple.
This is cute.
It's a lot of plains with the primary feature is a little bit of rough terrain in the center as grass parks up.
And we just pick anywhere to be.
Yep.
Cool.
Oops.
Cool.
Do we see anything? Any context for where we are?
There
or is it
are
just-
skeletons, but you will see that in a moment. Just yeah, you know what? I don't even really need to take a break because I can probably just set it up, just straight up. This one's simple enough.
Oh, the undead wall.
But
Three?
whichever they're on whichever
Four?
side, they're on whichever side
Five?
you're not on.
God
Ah,
is
only
on this
5.
day.
Okay. Skellington.
Oh, because it was 2 plus a D6 then?
No.
The D6 was to determine what map we were doing.
Oh, I'm used to that being how many enemies we're fighting.
Roll 4d6. That's how many there are.
Roll me 12d20.
Listen,
Either way,
it
we
be
can,
as many
uh,
skeletons as you want, as long as none of them are also gibbering mouthers.
Oh god.
I hate that I'm the DM and I was traumatized by this experience.
So I
We
assume the
were
party would
there
like to be
for
on that
3
side.
hours.
I couldn't believe. And Gibbering Mouthers have, like, even if you don't fuck with Gibbering Mouther hit points, they have so many.
They're so
Yeah.
tanky.
They have
So
an
just-
AC of like 8.
Yeah.
Just real quickly, I can be on Hero's shoulder without move speed penalty for him, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You do not put him over encumbrance.
They are
Currently, at least.
cool
How much does he weigh? Because I only have 14 pounds of clearance for the first encumbrance tier.
Oh, he is not. Wait for you then, because he's
Oh, yeah, no,
26.
he's got-
which is barely not.
Yeah.
Which means he is then on friend's shoulder.
There we go.
He is mounted on whoever can handle the weight.
I love how easily he fits onto each of the shoulder models
Right?
for these.
It's
Either
so
way,
Yeah.
we will take a break for about 3 minutes, taking our mid-session break, and then we will hop on into the combat.
Yep. Alright.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We decided to swap positions, but other than that, things have remained the same. Since the party has a little bit of a drop on them with a 15 on their hunting to give them the ability to choose if they are engaging with the encounter or not, they get to do a single action of stuff of pre-buffing is preparation, or a bonus action, either one, and have chosen to buff up their initiatives.
So Hero is going.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Hero is gonna be using Fey Gift to buff Friend, which in turn also gives both him and Friend a D6 plus 2 of temp HP. Let me just roll that real quick, and then let me roll that D6. Let me roll. There we go. Hey, that's pretty good. 70 HP to both me and Friend.
Yippee.
That's a huge amount.
Yep.
Is everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Then let's add everyone to combat. I know there's a button for it. Where's the roll everyone? There it is.
Wait, I'm a halfling.
Wait! No!
Oh, it automatically did it.
That's
nice.
Alright, let me roll my initiative. And remember, Golden, you get advantage because of the Fey Gift.
Okay.
Yippee!
So it was Rat
You
and
still have
Kaio who
most
were
of
the
the
two
spells.
who were hunting?
Who are
Yeah,
what?
so... Alright.
Yes. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna DM the two of you a message, but go ahead and keep going.
Oi!
Don't you oi me. I got a fucking 2.
Hey, you're still ahead of half the skeletons, Chad.
How do I know that? Oh, right.
Check the initiative tab.
There's a fucking tab for initiative.
It's just funny to me because So I got an 11. I rolled a 1 on my guidance. My modifier is a -1, so I just have the 11 that I rolled. That's not terrible, actually. I'm not mad about it.
I have a 5. I have a +2, and then I rolled a 1 on my guidance.
Hmm. Oh, we're like kind of grouped together, and then Hero A, the lightning person over there. Lightning bruiser.
I am sure as hell not a bruiser.
I'm
Does
kind
that
of a
just-
bruiser.
Does that just mean herd?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, I see.
Please to read it.
Cheese to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everyone? That is everyone. And with that, we have a simple combat to begin. First up is Skeleton 2, which, similar to a few of the other ones, takes 15 feet forward and 5 feet back and ends its turn.
Oh my god, they're jamming.
Forward,
How do
back,
I...
and
Oh yeah, I need to do that. There we go. Boop. It is Hero Ace.
Alright. With that, Hero is going to take his sword scabbard into his hand and then do another draw slice as a single blade of blue-white light travels to hit the skeleton. As he casts... Oh, shit. Untargeted by accident. Ray of Frost.
Yippee. Womp.
Unlucky.
It gets intercepted by some of the rain and a few chunks of fleet of not fleet.
With that,
Hail
he's going
falls
to
to the
move
ground.
10 feet down and end his turn.
Whoops. The skeleton seems to wander in and just bumble onto some of the grass and begins getting tangled in it. Kyle.
All right. I'm very surprised that it's my turn already, but I'm so excited. I'm going to look to Hiraway myself and Tefrid, and in sort of a joking voice say, "It looks like you could use a little bit of help." I grab my staff and begin swirling it around, and as I do so, there is, almost imperceptibly because of the weather, a trailing vapor cloud that follows it, and then I smash it into the ground, and that vapor cloud disperses as one cloud smashes into Hiraway's chest, one into mine, and one into Tefrid, as I am casting Bless.
Yeah.
It's a very comforting sensation, and you feel yourself emboldened. But it is not automated, so you'll have to do it yourself. After this, I am going to move here and say, all right, well, go get him. And with my bonus action, telekinetically shove Tefrid 5 feet this way.
Oh,
You feel just a strong breeze at your back, almost carrying you to your destination.
wait, you can do that?
Yes.
Huh.
Tefrid.
Yes, I am going to delve into that 5 feet. 20. I think that's as far as I can go in here.
That's 15 feet of movement currently.
Okay, then I'm going to dip myself right up here.
That would
I'm going to
be
use my
25.
yes, that's all I have. I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Go ahead and give it. You are hidden.
All right. And I'm going to. Oh God, I can't even see me.
I thought it would be
I'm-
funny.
I'm gonna use my. I'm going to ready my action. If a skeleton walks within 5 feet at me, I'm gonna get its cankles.
Makes sense.
Oh, it looks a little transparent effect.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yippee.
There we go.
Friend.
Ruler time. Friend is going to move. Oh god, how do I
Get off the ruler.
unruler? Yeah.
You select
Now you
the
gotta
top
click
one,
the-
the square.
Okay. Friend is going to move right here, and he's going to take the ready action with the reaction being one or more of the skeletons moving into range.
Right.
The action being. You do have to declare what you're going to do with that action too, by the way.
And will attempt a melee attack.
There you go. Okay. Rat will pull out his big old stick, kind of brace himself a little bit against Friend's face, and at the one in the bush, make a shot as a loud BAM rings out.
It's a hit.
Nice.
Or 6 damage.
I have it selected. There you go. Yippee. It has been hit. One of the hands, those clean off it as it gently begins to fall into the bush, and it slumberingly turns and begins facing you. And even though it is not moving, it is walking towards you. As opposed to just
And-
walking into the bush.
Spends the rest of his turn all just focusing on getting shit back into place.
The skeletons continue to move around, seemingly completely unorganized.
They recognize threats.
Well, we haven't really presented much of them, have we?
Red just blew one of their hands off.
No, you and I.
And then, let's see, this one is that one. You're away.
Something's wrong about this. Could I attempt to? What would be appropriate to see if there is something wrong here?
Which kind of something wrong do you think there might be, generically?
I'm wondering if there might be like some kind of magical interference fucking with their senses, or
You could do an Arcana.
all right.
Well,
I heard the fucking crit fail sound before the die
yeah,
was rolling.
you know that. I will just let you know. You know that you don't know shit about this. The storm is making it difficult to concentrate.
Maybe it's the
I
storm.
don't know if there's anything wrong, but just keep your wits about you. As hear a Preps Blade song as well.
This one very targetedly begins zooming over towards Rat. Kaio.
I just kind of say, I'm feeling a little isolated right now. I move over here. I kind of want to try to shove friend.
Shoving Rat off.
I know.
He falls next to the skeleton.
Let me not do that here. Here's what I'll do instead. Bonus action, I will try to pull the skeleton a little bit closer to give friend that opportunity attack.
Go ahead and
So-
select it and press the button.
Well, it's a saving
Yeah.
throw. Let me see if I can do it. Because it's a
Strength check against your spell DC, right?
It is, but it's just my telekinetic thing is a feature, and I don't know if it'll actually do it the way that I want it to. Here.
Zoink.
Aha! Excellent. You feel like the wind picks up just slightly stronger than it was before, in the wrong direction. Friend, there's a skeleton next to you. Would you like to make that opportunity? Well, that a ready to attack.
I would.
Large branch. Roll.
But here's the bonus.
That was a 10 plus his modifier, which is enough to hit it.
Perfect.
That would be a 14, right?
Yep. Probably, at least.
I have blunt.
And it gets
Wonk.
cracked.
And then
he's down.
So-
As you slam straight through its collarbone.
oh, it's dead.
It's just a skeleton.
I'm just surprised. Perfect. Okay. With my action, I will once again send that swarm of biting fish. This should be +4. Well, plus a D4 from Bless. 12. Is that enough?
Or which one?
Skeleton. This one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me roll some damage. That is 5 necrotic, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn. It is harried by skeletal fish. That's my turn.
Zoink. It has taken the damage. Tafford.
Alright.
Whoops, damn it. That one was on, what was its initiative on?
When I move, I'm no longer hidden, so I'm gonna have to do this sneakily.
It's on. It was one of those bottom ones, so it's on 4. We'll leave it there. Okay. Keep going.
Yep, I'm gonna 5, 10, 25. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna attempt to hide again. Same plan. Oh shit, that was grappled?
Well, it's carried
Jolt
by
up.
an. I don't have a good symbol for it.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt that because moving is gonna break my hide, so. Hide again. Less good, but we'll see what happens.
You are
same
still
thing.
hidden.
Yeah, I'm going to still hold my action to see if skeleton gets close to me. Close to me. so I can-
Stab him.
Yeah, go for the cankles.
All right. Nature.
Right, the one in front of him is dead. It's 10. And you said that is not difficult
That would be
terrain, only
rough
the-
terrain, yeah.
Okay, but moving into it, it's whatever.
Yeah, moving into difficult terrain is what costs the extra movement, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that would just be 20 feet to get there.
Yeah. And then I will attempt to finish this one off with the branch.
What?
So that's an 8. That might still hit.
That is a
given that's just
miss.
skeleton. Okay.
And damn.
We gotta figure out why yours doesn't display later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it not identified?
I think so. On the right, where you
You know
see,
what?
I'm gonna post something in player chat too. Let me know if yours looks like this.
Oh yeah, he does not have the details section filled out where the details is.
Hmm.
Either way, that is to be solved later. That is a miss.
Mm-hmm. No more actions.
What does the spell you cast do again, Kyle?
Which
His attack. Okay, his attack, not.
And he can't receive healing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But it's only a disadvantage on attack rolls against me. He can attack anybody else. In his
My bad.
Gotcha.
Ignore that.
Anyway, anything else in your turn?
No.
Right.
I have one. There's no way in which I ever shoot again this turn. But I can next turn if I help action friend and spend the rest of it reloading.
Makes sense. This one. For you, for a moment, it's a very scary Tefert as he moves, like, right up next to you. Like, he's probably only, like, 3 inches away from you, and he just moves on past. Which also, friend, you have the chance to smack him when he walks into Tefred's space.
Which you have opportunity
also gets a
advantage
smack.
on.
Yeah, let me do that. What is the keybind for advantage?
Alt?
Shift, I
Either
believe?
control or shift.
Is it?
Okay. Let's do.
You should be able to right click it as well, and then no, never mind.
How do I know?
It is shift.
Ah, I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Well,
That would be a 17.
That
to
is
hit.
enough to hit. And as you smack it, and it makes a few more feet of movement before ultimately collapsing. As it sort of shambles on down.
Still have my reaction.
Nice work, friend.
They seem exceptionally disoriented and unproductive.
Wait, we need to collect the skulls, right? Stop hitting them in the head!
Both of the other two's heads are intact currently.
Oh.
As long as we're not like a giga over damaging them, the heads should stay
Yep.
intact because we're, you know,
Perfect.
paying attention to it.
Right, right.
This one even just walks right up next to you. Hero, it's your turn.
You know what? I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move. I'm going to get the attention of these skeletons. I'm going to cast Magic Missile with 1 missile targeting each one. So, using his right hand, he actually kind of collects a bit of the light from the ribbon that is tied around his blade's hilt, and then he slices into that ball of light, releasing streams of auroral light at each of the skeletons,
Whomp.
doing 3 damage to each. And then he's going to make use of his 40 feet of movement with Blade Song to go all the way here.
Oh wow.
Zam. Oh, they healed 9.
Yeah, because I dealt 9 to each
9
of them.
to each of them. Yeah.
Whatever, fuck it. I'll just, if they're at 1 HP, they die. Whatever.
Nice.
Kyle.
Perfect. Great. I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing. I'm going to launch a spectral swarm of skeletal fish at the one all the way in the corner there, so that is just my chill touch. Add a d4 to that.
It hits.
Oh, perfect. And then damage roll. It's just 3, but I'm okay with it. And then bonus action, I am going to take a step here and then try to shove this one away from me. That is
Wait, if you
again.
shove that one closer to, Tefrid, he'll get his reaction against it.
No, I do not know that Tefrid is there. I do not
No.
perceive him.
Oh, is your passive perception less than 10?
I think it
shouldn't
might
be because you have +1 to wisdom.
Yours should be
Oh, it's an
11.
11.
Yeah,
you
can
actually know
you-
exactly where the fuck I am.
You
Hey,
can
perfect.
see you can see a little bit of the glisten of the copper Kopesh as it occasionally gleams from the thunder strikes.
Okay, that's exciting. So yes, that would be a DC 13 strength save for that skeleton. If you don't mind, let me print my feature.
I appreciate it. Makes it a lot easier for me. That is a success.
Unfortunate.
No, it is not.
Ah,
A censure.
how much is that by?
It has to re-roll.
Ah, I see.
Who are you giving the advantage to?
I'm gonna give it to Rat.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yoink.
Aha!
No, give me disadvantage. I need to crit miss.
Funny, it succeeded exactly. So, lol.
Oh.
But no. I mean, not
Oh,
anymore.
the re-roll
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
fail.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, the
okay.
first time. That's so funny.
Yeah, it still got yoinked.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I didn't
because you
add
are
my
blessed.
extra d4. It didn't matter. I'm guessing. it's
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
go ahead and roll damage.
I mean, if a 20 misses, then I don't know what the hell this skeleton's doing. The other ones weren't.
It's got the schmoves. It starts breakdancing in front of him.
Oh, wait, keep that one alive!
What? Oh god, no! We gotta get the breakneck skeleton back.
It's at 1, so it actually does die.
Oh, that's
Hey.
fantastic! I love that feature. It's my favorite feature.
Separate. It's your turn.
All right, no longer hidden. Gonna move over to here. Still going to attack Mr. Bony Pants guy here.
Mr. Skelly Bones.
Mr. Bones.
Double. Don't forget about Mr. Sneak Attack, by the way.
10.
Roll
That is a hit.
D4. Oh,
Right, I
that's
do
it.
get the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hit
Doesn't
with D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then damage.
Forget.
It is dead.
I love
Man,
I think that was
fucking-
such a worthwhile second level spell.
Rogues are awesome.
Giving him 2 attacks with sneak attack is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Rogues, I also believe, until level 5, are just statistically superior fighters when it comes to damage output, right?
I think at everything except range. I think fighters can be better with range in some
Right, because
subclasses.
of archery.
Just because of the archery fighting style, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that shit's busted.
And also stuff
I mean-
like Battle Master giving you ranged options.
Potentially. It's resourced.
I mean, a lot of things are better than making 1 attack, like making 2 attacks. Hi, monks.
Yep. Anyway, friends.
This one is still alive, right?
No.
Nope.
Sorry.
No.
It is
Okay.
very deceased.
Ding 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 ding.
No.
So moving out of this is 10 feet of movement, right?
Nope.
Nope, only entering.
Moving out
Right.
is
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, you see how it says it? It says the movement you've traveled.
Going to this square would just be 5 feet because that's
Right.
the smaller shrubs.
So you have 5 extra feet here than what it says.
If you want, you can hit Control Z and then make.
I have 5 extra, you said?
Yeah, so that would be good.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I can't reach him, I will take the ready action with the condition being that he enters my range and that I attack him.
Heard. Right.
Rat is going to. What the hell? Let's rework the aggro once again so we can get that conditional. He's going to look at the bastard and ready his newly reloaded firearm, and it's shift for advantage, right?
Should be.
Yeah.
Bang.
Why did
Hit
that
it.
not?
You
Why
have the
did it
same
not do
issue
it
his
for me?
friend does.
But it did it for my last roll.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a secret. Don't worry about it.
Did you have it selected?
I
Yeah, you
will
have it
later.
selected. Weird.
Exactly.
5.
Bang.
It's like a rib glints off.
One of its legs becomes fractured. Anything else for your turn?
We go back to the grind set. We are getting this thing functional.
Ba-chonk.
The
It
Sigma
begins to
Cobalt
walk
grind
towards
set.
you. You get to bonk it. You crack it open and it is dead. The party has gained 5 skulls. If you want to go ahead and add that, Chad, and I will additionally add a fraction of a loot roll to the group storage.
Nice.
I can
Yeah,
also do
Jesse,
that if
did
you'd
you-
like.
Okay, go ahead and add like 40% of a loot roll.
Got it.
I realized I forgot to ask. Did you add the
How heavy is the skull? Negligible or
It's a
one?
quest item. It's negligible for now.
Okay.
If you
I
get
see.
enough that it becomes non-negligible, it'll let you know.
Okay. How much did we get per skull? It was like 1.5 silver per skull?
It's 1 gold per 3 skulls,
Okay.
so 33.3 silver.
Which means we hunt for more.
Right,
Yep.
right. Can I know this is such like a stupid thing. Can I use shape water to do like that Katara water umbrella thing that she does?
Totally,
Oh,
absolutely.
fantastic. I am doing so.
I think that is a good suggestion. You probably weren't doing it in combat, so you're wet now, but you can do that with like a little bit of help and probably dry yourself out after like another 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. Once we finish
Okay.
combat, I shake myself off, go, all right, wave my hand and start preventing the rain from falling down on me.
It's probably not
Just,
sustainable for a very long period of time, but because it
Just
still
relaxing
takes
for a
effort.
while.
But
Yeah. It's a spell that I have to cast frequently to upkeep. But it makes me feel better in the moment.
Oh yeah, that was the fractions of a loot roll thing. Yep.
Just real quick while it's still on my brain. I don't feel like I'm actually getting enough attack rolls to ever fail.
true.
So
It's setting
I
up
wanna
good
talk about this
expectations
later.
to.
Should I be
basically
worried?
just is we're a couple sessions in and I feel like there's been no progress in the whole central focus of the development of anything.
I think we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
I can only progress through failure.
We have 1 more point on the second day of movement.
All right,
God's
guys.
strongest movement point.
Ooh.
Oh.
Go, Mr. Tefford. Go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage.
I believe. I believe.
Perception, huh? That's the mule. That's the mule. That's the mule. It's like, wait, I have a better perception.
This is an arid plain, right?
This currently is like a savanna. Yeah, like
Oh.
the arid grassland.
Oh, it didn't roll disadvantage.
No, yeah, this is
Well,
that's probably
too bad.
something,
Well, let's just hit that button again and see how much worse it can get. That's
Can actually
unfortunate.
get much
What
better.
we could have had.
but given the fact
This
that
in a
you're in a
perfect world.
thunderstorm, it's a little difficult to see things on the horizon. But as you peer out, you're able to see pretty clearly as over the course of like nearby, it goes from being a little bit admittedly dry, but still, lively, to very quickly beginning to turn desolate and gray and barren as it continues to head in that direction. And very far away, you see as there's some sort of mound in the center of that tile to the bottom right, like some sort of mass of that ultimately is just dark in contrast to the rest of the sky.
Explore core.
The actual shape of the object is undiscernible given the storm, but there's clearly
Valid.
something big over there.
Ancient ruins.
Guys, guys, I think we might have found that ancient temple I was talking about. Now, it's probably not a temple. That was just a hell. Out there in the
Please excited
desert.
about traps.
Oh.
We can make it back, right?
Yes, we should be able to easily make it back. This is just a short detour if we do check it out.
That was the plan. All right, all in favor of visiting the desert place? Aye.
Pleasure.
Hi.
Trap.
That's a yes.
After we rest for the night, of course, I need to recover a
Absolutely.
little bit
Oh.
of my magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you can do that. Can't really relate.
What do you mean? You're a sorcerer. You can do it.
I guess I kind of can.
Got a little bit of coffee on you.
Oh my god, that was. Oh my god.
So true.
I did not expect. I'm sorry.
So you move down?
Yeah.
Yar.
Yard.
Oh, look at this perfect little arid circle.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah,
As
that's
you-
weird.
As you get into the circle, you're able to make your way towards the general center of it. And as you do,
I am
you
gonna do this though.
Does a short rest also remove THP, or is it still just long rests that do so?
short rest
they don't
do as
have a
well, but
duration.
you also don't have to take a short rest if you don't want to. And B, there's a chance that the short rest can't even happen because there's a thunderstorm.
You know what? Fuck it, we ball.
You're going for a
What's
short
the DC
rest?
for the con save? Yes. What's the DC for the con save?
16. You're good.
You're good.
Can I lose my THP, but I get back that second level spell slot I spent.
Nice.
Yippee.
Because
As the party takes a rest here, they end up finding a mild amount of. It's not enough to count as shelter, but there's a degree of multiple small buildings in the central area here, including one at the very center of it that is essentially just a giant slab of stone that seems to be covering up some other structure beneath it. It is very large and would be not near impossible, but actually impossible to get off just to remove from that location with just force. The 6 smaller buildings around it have very few traces of what remains of them, but if you spend the day searching through them, you could probably find some supplies.
supplies, you say?
Why the hell not?
Supply.
Delicious supplies.
Rat is like walking in circles around the big rock looking for a way in because he wants to see the traps.
Oh, is it just a big rock?
It is a
big slab of
very
stone.
it is a very flat slab that is almost perfectly triangular.
I'm gonna sit for a moment and start ritual casting Detect Magic.
While you're doing that, I'm going to sit and ritual cast Unseen Servant.
And the other
Yeah,
three
I'm-
people probably spend the day going around
Yeah,
scavenging.
I was about to say I'm gonna make myself useful. Scavenge.
And
This area seems to have a lot of stuff. Go ahead and give me a loot roll.
Someone else like, roll it this time.
I believe. Big loot rolls. Fat rolls.
Terrifying rolls.
Who's gonna be the one?
Fuck it, we all.
Oh, okay.
Nothing!
Nothing.
Killing myself.
There's so much here. Nothing.
No, no, there is. Like,
Not for
I'll just tell you guys how it goes. I'll just drop the veneer for a moment to tell you the mechanics of this location. This is a high treasure location, so yes, that's a bad result right now, but essentially you get 2 rolls, and each of those rolls can chain as long as it doesn't happen to be another nothing. So you still have 1.
Somebody other than me, please. I have not been rolling well tonight.
You ready? I'm ready for this fat ass nothing.
Alright, roll again. You get 1 trade good. Go ahead and mark that on a counter for now.
Alright, I feel like we shouldn't do 2 people in a row.
Yeah,
And
so,
sorry, that's 1 day. That is the first day. You get 2 a day, which now is 1 a day as long as you keep looking. So that's the first day. We should wait until after we
Oh,
do
so
some more
once you
things.
get nothing, it removes your ability to. That's such a ass first roll. Oh my god.
It's 2 strikes basically.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gerway.
I mean, it's
yeah,
also the
sorry.
first high loot area, so I think that's a little fun.
Yeah.
No,
It's just tragic that our
yeah.
first roll immediately removes our ability to double
At least it
roll
wasn't on. I did no bullshit. I was actually going to say 2, but I wanted to do it 1 at a time, and then you did 1, and I'm like, okay, I might as well just say it, just so that it doesn't feel like I'm coping out of it. As you finish Detect Magic, and was the other one Unseen Servant? What was yours?
Heroine?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was Unseen Servant.
Yours was Unseen Servant. Okay, I didn't get a
Yeah.
response. As you
I
cast
did
Detect
respond.
Magic, despite what you assume to be much more than a foot of stone, this place is absolutely rancid with magic.
What school, if any?
Necromancy.
You guys
Hell
are thinking about where the skeletons were coming from. I was right.
Yep. So you see me finish casting the spell, and as soon as the magic takes effect, I get a very excited look on my face.
We spawn camp them?
I think we might. Well, do we have any corpses around that we could leave here, see what happens?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Of that, most of it doesn't seem to be from up here, but from emanating deep within the earth here.
Oh, well there goes.
Oh,
my-
there-
So
that's-
it's just that strong of an aura. Holy shit.
Well, I think this might be the tip of something, and whatever's. There's a lot of necromantic energy here. Not really magic that I know much about myself, but could be exciting. I don't know
It
about.
also
traps.
sounds very dangerous if this aura is coming up from beneath the earth.
Well, you're right.
We could be stumbling into a necropolis.
Well, could we lure some of that, necro from the polis to the surface?
I can't rightly say. And if we lure some, we may lure all, and we would likely die in a horde of undead.
Well, I don't want to do that, but I do feel bad going back with only 3 and some changed skulls.
I hope we go back after we've looted the surface a bit more.
We should probably.
And who knows
report
if this...
here, right?
Absolutely.
Do you think we can
Who knows? We may end up hearing about some expedition down here in the near future and be able to take part as part of a much larger and much safer party.
Or give information talk. Tell about spooky traps, say space. Neurocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Information money.
Exactly. We can
That's
sell
true.
the knowledge of this location, get a little bit more money.
Maybe another 1 or 2 gold.
Everything counts.
I wasn't demeaning the amount.
No, I'm agreeing.
Rat, can you make sure that you're keeping track that currently the count is at 1 trade road? Good.
I have that in my mind right now. Yes.
Okay. Just okay.
I also have it on a notepad right next to me.
Good. Thank you.
So, as we're talking about this, Kaio lifts up the shield that he just bought and kind of raps on it with his knuckles and says, "You know, you might consider picking up one of these for yourselves. I feel quite a lot safer since I've gotten it."
I'm unfortunately not the sort of caster who can use a shield and a focus at the same time. After all, I have my blade, I have my focus. If I were to add a shield in there, I would need a third hand.
Question: can I use purify food drink in conjunction with actions that would? Sorry, I shouldn't interrupt RP. My brain just activated.
Type it out to me.
Well, I'm not quite that good either, but there are certain spells where I can. And it looks sort of silly, but he holds the shield arm up in one direction, and then the staff arm up in the other, and kind of waves the staff around. He says, "There are certain spells where I can use this," he says while waving the staff, "to do, well, the fine-tuning that I'd usually need my fingers for, but, well, if I'd always just drop it if you really needed to."
Regardless, unless we encounter people like those bandits again, my own warding magic should be more than sufficient.
Well, suit yourself.
But on the topic of selling information, we should sell the information after we have cleaned this place out.
You're right. Don't leave anything for anyone else.
And for those of us more inclined toward that, ensure that the thronging crowds don't destroy any artifacts that we might find here.
Well, how would we go about that?
So, shall we keep at it? And if this is indeed the source, we might indeed find more skeletons here.
What are the other party members doing while we're having this conversation? They're out scavenging?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, I was trying to address the party as a whole with those parts.
Oh,
that's
you
what I
know
thought, but they're not.
We can hand wave that over.
We can say that you're
Sorry.
returning as we're talking about this, maybe.
Yeah. It is now the beginning of the 4th day.
Heroing
So
to
the second day here, but 4th day in the Bastion turn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
4th day of Dark Sun.
Alright. Well, shall we loot?
Gotta be somebody.
I'll roll one. What is it? Loot check?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do not have sufficient permission.
Just right click on it.
There we go.
Pretty good.
Yo!
Would you like to do the magic items as we find them? And we'll do all the
Say
trade
so.
goods when we finish?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah,
Alright.
so now I roll on the magic item table.
Yep. Uncommon. So now you roll on the uncommon table. and then I look at what that is. That is 18. Also, I need to make the other one marked as found. Yes. Okay. This is 18. Hmm. Go ahead and RP a bit while I figure out how to describe it.
So, Tefrin,
Yes.
what do you make of this place? Do you think
Well, with the
Nothing
whole
gone.
skeletons thing, could have been a burial site. That might be what's underneath the stone slab. Question is how'd they get out and what kept them in. We probably shouldn't move that slab. Brad's been pushing at it for like the last hour, though.
I agree. We should keep this slab in place as much as possible.
I don't
If
think
this
he's
is a
gonna be
burial
moving.
site,
Yeah,
if this is a burial site, maybe it was a royal tomb of some sort.
could be. It's odd. It seems like this is the only patch of arid area for like a few miles out. That's just grass.
Maybe that could be the result of the necromancy itself.
Could be.
It
Could be. I
is,
don't know that much about magic.
As I understand it, necromancy is a rather degenerative magic. It tends to sap the life from its intended targets and in greater concentrations the land around it.
Well, that wouldn't be good. Is there something we could do about that? Is there something you could do about that?
Me? No.
Yeah. Oh.
Even at my peak before the spell plague, I was not strong enough to prevent something like that.
Well, I certainly hope we can find what we need here and get away. We might need to. I doubt this. I mean, I wonder if the skeletons would so they consider this place home. I mean, they were kind of wandering all around when we were engaging with them. They might have just. So they might have raised them and then they might have just scattered out from this point. They might not be any here anymore.
That may be true.
As the other three are probably scouting in a different direction, they end up going through, looking around one of the much, much smaller buildings. There's the 6 central ones, but there's a bunch of other ones scattered about. Underneath one of them is Friend ends up lifting up a particularly fallen over part of rubble. He ends up seeing, alongside Rat, a area where a little bit of life is beginning to flourish underneath it, as there's a variety of plants underneath that rubble that are actually growing despite the conditions.
Odd.
It warrants investigation.
Can I check it out with a conjunction of hold on, let me. Where am I trying to look? My proficiency with herbalism and alchemist supplies.
Totally.
And the detect magic spell all together.
I think that's fair.
Detect magic. Because he's good with plants, he's good at making plants into things, and he can tell when things are magical altogether if you give him 10 minutes.
Yep. Are you making a roll for it, or just...
Just making sure everything's together and
Gotcha.
knowing what the roll would be. Would I just use one of the kits or
yeah, just,
all of them together
just
more?
use
or
a
what?
kit and I'll add some modifiers on it. It'll probably be fun.
You got it, boss.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
Okay, I guess.
As you go through and you end up both using a little bit of your magic to kind of find the way, and and friend ends up moving the rubble out of it as you continue to go through. You end up finding where the source of this is, as in a rather slim, probably about 4 inches by 4 inches, like square. There is, I guess I'll describe it like this. It's a large rectangular prism that's about 5 feet in one direction and 4 inches and 4 inches in the other. And within it is a exceptionally verdant staff that is flourishing with flowers and life that is spewing out and is breaking past the cage that has contained it in this area and is beginning to spew out gently onto the nearby, otherwise desolate, barren landscape.
Mark kind of tilts his head and like gestures his, kind of like flails a little bit to try and get attention.
Over here, look, look. Yes, yes. More warpstone.
Did you find something?
He's just pointing and staring at the unearthed staff.
Interesting. Seems like something a druid would wield, if I had to guess.
Big life bring.
Well, it certainly can't hurt to bring along until we can find out what it does exactly.
Okay.
And I assume that we pack that up in the party inventory for the time being?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it for the day then?
We only had the one chance, right?
Well, that one succeeded, so you get to roll again the next day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You want me to do it again?
If we move to the 5th day. Do we move to the 5th day?
Yeah.
No reason not to.
Right. As y'all are exploring on the 5th day, I know Golden was on guard, and I believe someone else was as well. As you peek up on top of a nearby, like, little bit of ruin, you're able to see as there's a group of a few individuals that are beginning to approach this area. It's a small selection, somewhere between 5 and 8.
Can you be more descriptive, or?
Not currently, because it is far away, and it is a thunderstorm. You can, like, return to the party and let them know. You can try to set something up, like, this is, they are a ways away. You have time.
Oh my god, we have prep time. Holy shit. So are they telling everybody?
Can I... Before going back to the party, can I try and determine, like, roughly, like what I'm looking at, besides just...
Go ahead and give me a
their-
perception with disadvantage, because, like, thunderstorm perception disadvantage at long range.
Yeah. What is disadvantage? Control or alt?
Whichever one the other one wasn't.
Well,
Yeah, so it would
shift
be
is
control.
advantage, control is
Oh, well.
disadvantage. Sticks!
Not a good idea. You don't know.
Okay. In that case,
There's a
I will
lot of
return
rain,
back.
but not a lot of thunder right now to illuminate it.
In that case, I return back to the party and explain. We appear to have some visitors far off in the distance. The weather makes it hard to make them out.
How long take before I get here?
I do not know.
Probably like 15 or 20 minutes, but could be up to 30 if they tarry.
Well,
It depends
definitely
on how
not.
swift they are.
Did they look dangerous? I don't know how much you were able to make. You say you weren't able to make that much.
No.
You can probably assume with context clues given the area.
Just making sure. Okay, we should probably try to figure out how to put a stop to them then.
Rat is
Alright,
going
given
to start scurrying around and looking for a whole bunch of things. Rat is trapping places.
Given
The
the
hunter
remote-
lays a trap for its prey.
Given the remote nature of this place, there are 3 scenarios I can think of. They're either adventurers like us also hunting skeletons, or they are necromancers attempting to raise the skeletons in the area, or they are bandits retreating to their hideout to stash their haul or retrieve supplies.
So,
So 2 out of the 3 options are bad for us.
not lucrative?
What mean all
Potentially
3
lucrative.
bad? More adventure, more competent,
Regardless.
more skull take.
Listen, if they are bandits, we just follow them to their lair and take what they've got. Just don't get caught.
Hmm.
Let's determine what we're working with.
Rat, give me a D4.
Fuck, dude.
Hey, that's good for your traps, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works for your traps. Like later on, you can find a way to try to upgrade your trap making in the future.
Lovely.
Currently, when you get into the next scene, you will be able to place 1 trap before combat begins.
After this somewhat boring conversation with Haraway, I just kind of say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find somewhere to hide.
Would you all
That's a lot.
mind rolling a D6 for the map?
Each person?
Well, one of you.
One.
Okay.
3.
What he is. Got that 3 set.
The Sigma 3 set.
What the Sigma?
Nar.
Also, hold on. The storm is probably not going on too much over here because it's a much drier area. I think the desert would probably just be the dry winds, I think, because
Oh no.
just realizing that now, because, you know, it changes when you go to a different area. That's too much. It's also too much. Whatever. We'll go with that. Let me go ahead and bring this on in. Where is he? There he is. On we move to map Desert 3.
That's spooky. If we did have prep time, I would have cast guidance on myself, if possible. But if not,
You
I
do.
understand. Ah,
Not
Oh,
good
do
for
we
alacrity?
not,
How long about would you say this might take?
It takes
thought
about,
we had
like,
buildings around here.
I mean, yeah, the area that I suppose we can manually, yeah, I'll manually choose it instead of randomly rolling it. That's fair.
Yeah, just because, like, buildings do make a pretty big
Yeah.
difference.
There you go.
ah.
Are not using Gift of Alacrity?
I just don't see the point. It takes a minute to cast. It's a. No, I'll do it. I have it for use. Yeah, why
we
not?
have like 20 minutes, so.
Okay,
might
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
That
Gift of
D6
Alacrity
is
is
actually turns out to be a 6. There you go.
Yeah, so I touch myself
Whoa.
after a minute of concentration, and I am gifted with alacrity, which means I am not concentrating right now.
And that means that you can cast guidance as well.
Right.
Oh,
choose a
Shiza.
location to place a trap.
What is the
Maybe
direction they're
you.
coming from, roughly?
Well, that's the thing. Whichever direction. You guys, because you rolled your success on hunting them, and I will reveal now that they are skeletons, you get to choose which side they're coming from and which side you're on.
Oh, okay.
I love skeletons. Yes.
Skeleton Man.
Honestly, I think our best bet positionally is going to be.
You can probably see over these two walls on this, if it'll let me place it. You can probably see over like this corner a little bit, but the other walls are all too tall for anybody other than probably Friend if he gets big to see over. This inside area is a little sandy as it's filled with a lot of trappings from a lot of the sand that would blow in from the wind, but not enough to cause rough terrain.
Honestly, I think we should play on this area up here and have them approach from this area. That way we
Alright.
can train them through these two chokes. So Rat's gonna put a trap right here.
All right. I just draw a little X on it or something.
You got it, boss. Oi, oi.
If we have prep time, I would like to find a large rock that I can throw.
Yeah, totally.
I love rocks.
Or something of relevant
Rock
weight
doesn't equal
and
size.
size.
I don't think they exist.
What is the highest magic item roll we can get from a basic loot table?
Legendary. Not legendary,
can get
legendary,
legendary?
but hold on, there's a
Rare?
specific.
But like developmentary legendary,
There's-
like the
There's an ultra rare table that then has subtables as always.
okay.
Staff of Power about to crack.
Yeah, those are plot relevant magic items, not just, strong.
So I'm assuming since the 74 was an uncommon, that the highest we can get on that table is a rare. Ooh, he has a helmet.
Skeleton Captain.
Is that a
My
thing?
thoughts exactly.
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
I
Maybe
don't
he
know.
has two skulls.
Okay.
This one, in contrast to the previous ones, is you'll peek out around the side of the building. Not only is there one that seems to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more well armored, you are able to tell that the other ones, rather than being completely meandering and completely disoriented and useless practically, are actually sticking rather close to it and looking around as it walks and generally guarding the slightly bigger one. This one seems to have some air of authority to it, as it directs the others and they guard it in return.
Wow, that's really nice.
Let's do that. There we go. Has everybody taken their pre-actions?
Yeah, I have guidance, I have gift of alacrity, and I'm in an advantageous position.
All right.
I would like to Fey gift Rat
I'm gonna
for
be
this.
all the way- I'm gonna
Again,
be all the way back here.
hospitality.
What does that do for me? One more time.
D6 of THP. D6 plus 2. Can I click that?
That's pretty funny.
Oh no.
Is that all that it does? Just the
And you get advantage on the initiative roll. So we both get 5 THP. Yippee!
Oh. I'm gonna be so upset. I have so many bonuses to this if it's not good. Oh, woohoo!
So you said, I'm sorry. I was measuring distance from my position.
Rats.
I was not paying attention. I'm sorry. What one more time?
Advantage on the initiative roll, and
Thank
you
you.
get 5 THP.
Oh, fuck. Oops. I forgot to add the 1d4 to it. Lovely. It was a 1 again. I've rolled only ones on my 1d4s so far.
You wanna
And you
cast
said,
this,
God.
Emilio?
what's the THP?
5 THP.
5. Okay.
And since Golden hasn't had to take a short rest, he still has his 7 THP, right?
They did not remove us, so I would assume I do.
Yippee.
Everyone ready? Go for it, hero.
All right. First, activating Blade Song. Let me just. Okay, and I've got my 40-foot walk speed. Hero is going to move up here. So that is going to spend 75. Extra 25 feet of movement. And he's going to cast. Driving Frost.
One of the skeletons dives forward. This one will make the save with disadvantage, and the others will make it slightly better.
Let me roll the damage for Driving Frost. Okay, not much damage, but
Oh.
Dice barf.
Alright, so...
$30 and $40.
It has been done.
Okay, and all of the ones that failed their save are immobilized unless they spend an action to chip away the ice.
That's not right, that's immobilized. That's a good
think
option. For that.
Restrained is the same status effect.
I
Just
don't think
removed.
immobilized is actually technically a status effect. I didn't want to say restrained because we don't get the advantage to attack them or anything like that.
But
Do
we
you
will,
get
we
advantage?
will remember.
What's oh,
You
it's
do, yeah.
grappled. Grappled is the one. That,
Yeah, I guess they're technically grappled, essentially.
Alright, Kyle.
Okay. Well, it feels like you're doing a bit better this time than the last one. All the
So I didn't
same.
have to roll the dice.
All the same, I am going to cast Bless on 3 targets again, those being myself, Hiroe, and Friend. Let me just do that real quick. It doesn't do anything, but just remember you have a d4 to certain things. And I guess I'm just gonna step back here. Yeah, that's my turn. I am not gonna use my bonus action for anything.
Tefford.
Albatross?
I was muted. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna move to here. I actually think I'm gonna take a shot with my bow at that one over there. Short bow, go.
are you hidden?
No. I should.
Hold on one moment. I need to change one status on them. There we go.
Yeah.
I will say
I
not
should
being
have
hidden
hit,
shouldn't have a problem with that one because it took 10 damage to the face.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
5 damage.
Blink.
1 down. And then I'm gonna actually loop back here, and then I'm going to do the hide action.
They do seem to be, aside from, like, you know, the fact that one of them dove forward ablatively for the others, they do seem, they
That
do
was
seem
not
to
very
be generally acting with a much better sense of coordination than the previous time.
Gotcha.
This one wriggles its way free and begins making its way forward and walks right over the trap. It does not have the observation for it. And describe your trap for me real quick, Rat. How did
Given
it die
a very
to it?
small amount of time to prepare, it's basically just a basic pit pitfall trap with like a little bit of cloth spread over a hole with sand on top of it. So you step on it, your weight causes you to fall into it. There's spikes and rocks and scary things at the bottom of it.
And goes in, and you hear it tumbling to claw out for a little bit before another rock falls in on it, and it is dead.
Rocks fall, skeletons die.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a minimum damage, so I'm not going to roll the damage for it.
Mm-hmm.
This one also wiggles its way out using its action.
That one is dead. Yippee.
They begin to fan out a little bit from the main one. Importantly, some of them are actually taking a bit of cover from certain directions. This one probably is here, actually. There we go. Right.
Okay. Just have to double check areas. Yep. Okay.
Do I have music playing?
Our
Ben?
ass.
Yes, we do.
Fuck it. We ball. Rat shakes up a shakes up a fucking a bottle really hard and tosses it as hard as he can.
Yippee.
Throwing a fairy fire bottle at that little square.
Can you get up to at least up here for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to assume that you have object permanence and understand that when they went down there, so you move up so that you can see where you need to.
Yeah. And that was 10. Wait, right? Yeah. 10, and then he... Can I... What? Can I select him? There we go. Then we move back down. Wait, what? Why is it
Right, you're
25
small,
feet
right?
to move there?
That's a good question. Diagonals, maybe?
I don't know. That's strange. But anyways, he's moving down here.
So let me
Can he?
make my few rolls for me.
Oh,
Well, somebody crit succeeded.
I don't think he can move down there. He only has 25 feet of movement.
What? No, he doesn't.
You're a small race.
No, kobolds are small but still have 30.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Yeah,
not
really?
all smalls have 25.
Oh.
It's only certain races. If it says you have 25, you have 25.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was kind of universal for all the actually small races.
It's most of the time it is, but it is not the case.
and the new design is that they don't for small races. It's all 30.
Yeah,
for everyone.
Tasha's removes that
Ah,
entirely.
Okay.
What color is the light?
Whatever.
It is, instead of being a bright violet last time, this time it is a swirling green that like has like splotches of like little dusts
Whoa,
of white
too much.
gleams.
Too much. Whoa, flashbang.
It really is.
Oh my lord, my eyes.
Nope, that's not much better.
Whatever
If
color
you-
looks best on the map is what color it is.
So you need to decrease the color
Yeah, I
saturation.
did
of
that.
it. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I had to post this.
Why is it at 80% by default? Is it the... Oh, no, it's not, but that's still
Did
good.
only that skeleton fail?
Yep.
That's tragic, dude.
The other ones rolled a 20, a 13, and an 18. Womp.
Yeah, 13 succeeds. I need that +4.
I mean, that's what they rolled. That's not what the results were, but...
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one rolled a 2.
So true, Worsty. I really wanted to get it on the fucking
Worsty.
big bad, but so it goes.
So it goes.
Can't all be winners.
Is that all?
That is all.
Senior nature.
Okay. I'm going to These are walls, right?
Yep.
I'm going to step out and throw my rock at this guy.
Go for it.
Got advantage.
Is it just a flat D20?
I mean,
Plus strength.
yeah. I'd say you can make a strength with advantage.
Okay.
And it rock's probably like D4. Yep.
Oh, and you have you're blessed, so you do get to add a D4 to your attack rolls.
It hits.
Yeah.
I forget because there's not like an indicator for it.
Roll me a D4 plus strength.
Plus.
Hit that bitch.
Incredible.
Lovely.
It has been done.
And then, actually, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Turn.
Yes, over.
It is the sergeant's turn, and in lieu of their action, those of you who are closer to him, the three Hero, Tefford, and Friend, are able to hear as they speak a strange language as their voice sort of permeates nearby, and two things happen.
Ah, shit.
First, the one next to it begins to stand up.
We gotta kill him.
Secondly, many of them begin to face towards Tikini. Nope. The only one he can see is him, so a yoink. Many of them begin to face Friend. And he moves into cover. No, wait, never mind. He can't move into cover. Hero A.
All right. Hero is going to move out a little bit and take a pot shot at Skeleton Man.
That is a
I
hit.
assume. Doing 3 cold damage. His speed is reduced. And Hero is going to back up.
Kaio.
Oh boy, how very exciting. I'm gonna get just close enough that I can peek around the corner. I am going to cast Chill Touch because it has a range of 120 feet. And that's plenty. And then I'm gonna duck right back around. So let me just roll this, see what I get. Definitely hits. Yeah. I'm not a threat.
Which
Don't
target?
kill me. That's
This Radley boy up here.
It has been done.
Yeah, this one.
Tefford. Is still probably muted.
I was. Okay. Ugh. So. Alright, I'm gonna try to set myself up for another turn, but this guy has a little plus to the target marker on him. What does that mean?
That is Fairy Fire.
Fantastic, my favorite.
You sneak on underneath Friend.
I'm gonna take a shot at Mr. Fairy Fire. That's not the right weapon.
A 15 is going to be enough to hit in your other weapon.
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, whoops, that was not supposed to. No, whatever.
There you go.
So,
Roll your damage.
yeah. $13 points of damage.
That is
Yeet.
Skeleton alive.
And then I'm going to move to here. Yeah, right there.
He took not 13 damage. That's scary.
He's dead.
Yeah, I killed him, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I said that. I did not mark him yet. You're right.
I
And
didn't
that
hear
is
you
going
say
to be
dead.
my turn.
I also didn't see the dead, and I saw the -5, so I was like, hmm.
Yeah, it
That
does
was
not
one that
overcap damage.
Yeah, that was one that had failed to save against Driving Frost, so I figured it was almost dead anyway.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Yes, that is my turn.
Charge is over. Oh, jump. Jump.
Oh, jeez. That's not good.
Jump. Friend has 3 attacks heading his way. I should probably target you. What is your armor currently?
17.
Oh, one of them hits.
For how much?
8.
That leaves me with only 1 hit point lost because of the temp HP.
It flings its big claw, like fist at you, and it clobbers down your side, which gets mostly deflected by a good chunk of your armor and the shield that has been provided to you, while you successfully fend off the attacks against the top and bottom one with your club. Interesting for you, Tefred. The skeleton seems completely unaware of your presence as it is focusing solely on Friend.
Very interesting. That does not change what I'm about to do, though. I am going to use my reaction. Is that going to link it properly? No, for some reason it's not showing. Oh, no, there it is, Skirmisher.
Whoa.
I'm going... So, should ask this now. Up to half my movement speed, is that 15 or 10? I'm a 25, so...
I think
I'm
it's
asking
15
you.
as long as it's not diagonal.
Cool. Well, it is. So, I'm going to move to there without provoking an opportunity attack. Trying to get a
You
little
can still
bit of
move
line.
one more if you need.
No, I like the wall.
Okay.
Just want to get good line of sight on Mr. Bony Pants guy.
Brat.
That is my reaction.
Mr. Skelly Bones. All right, let's see if how tight his deck saves are, because Rat moves forward, and from one of his side pockets pulls out a shoddy-looking little sling, and towards Mr. Skelly Bones Boss Man.
What's the range
Quote
on sling?
unquote. No, quote unquote casts catapult.
Ah.
Of course, I roll a 1 and a 2 on my d8s.
It'd be like that.
It's okay. He's gonna succeed it anyways. So.
Nope.
Oh, there's the other skeleton in front of him, isn't there?
Oh yeah, one of them eats it instead, probably.
Well,
Nummy nums.
That is how that mechanic works.
True.
He is dead.
Gaming. Good enough.
And hey, that's a skeleton that he has to revive, potentially.
And then we move back down. I love ranged kiting combat. That is all. I did less damage with my 3d8 than I did with my 1d8. Oh
All
my
right,
god.
friend.
Give me
How much
1
gold are we
second.
getting per skull?
Gold per 3 skulls.
Ah,
What if it's
So
a
this will
really
take us
high-
up to 3 gold total. Or 4 gold total.
Hmm.
Plus, the sergeant boy might have some cool stuff to loot.
Mr. Skelly Bones.
Alright. Cool.
Did you get that, DM?
Oh.
booth there.
I guess, yeah.
So I'm going to attack the middle one here.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
And okay.
You smack it and it dies.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just dead then. Never mind. And I will not be moving.
Wise. Tefred did not take a hide action, did he?
No.
Oh,
This one moves forward
I know
and
that.
attempts to throw hands. What is your armor currently? Tefred?
I was chewing. This is a bad time. My AC is 14.
Alright. It moves forward and distracts you with a feign from its shield, and then slices on your side for 13 damage with its sword.
Wait. Can I see him? That's the question.
No, you cannot.
I can
Okay.
see him.
I wasn't sure if that was a wall that I could see over or not.
I'm going to use my reaction to activate this.
Oh.
And
Oh.
the new target of the creature is the skeleton sergeant.
Wait, can the creature that's attacking be the target of its own attack?
Yes.
Wait, other than the attacker.
Yes.
Yeah, so it can attack itself. It specifies a creature other than it, so you can target like one of the skeletons next to you.
does it have that much range on its attack?
It doesn't. It says it doesn't matter.
Yeah, regardless of the attack's
Oh.
range. So you can have it
Right.
attack one of the little shitters, but not itself.
I guess the one to the north of the dead one in front of me.
Okay. Boink. He's dead.
Nice job,
And
loser.
That doesn't hit me, right?
That is
No.
correct.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And it signals for the other one to begin returning to it. You're away.
Alright, let me just map out a route real quick.
Important
So it'd
note:
be
you can
20,
see over these
25.
two, if you remember.
Right. The top two you can.
Oh, God, I have it. So 25, 35, 40. Okay. Hero is going to use 40 feet of movement to get here. He is potentially going to eat an opportunity attack from that skeleton that's down there. Actually, wait, no. Before he would have moved past, he would have used Ray of Frost against that bottom skeleton.
Womp.
D4.
Oh,
Yeah, I blessed him at the beginning.
Womp.
Yep.
That doesn't
12?
hit?
not currently.
12 hit before, hasn't it?
That is correct. They have hit
It has.
before.
These
Oh,
skeletons are
shit.
better.
Well,
These
no.
skeletons
They're
are
being
not. Yeah, he gets it.
Mr.
Anyway.
Sillybones.
I'm moving up here. And presumably, possibly taking the opportunity attack.
Can you lower the layer of the skeleton?
Sure.
Thank you.
If I do that,
There you
that
go.
just removes it.
In the ground where he belongs.
You know what? He's just
No, it
somewhere
works.
else
I
actually.
can see it.
Oh, it's fine.
I mean, it's a corpse. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it does in this combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. But anyway,
Oh.
you do not get hit.
Okay. Interesting.
That is not a feature that they have unlocked yet.
Hello. Is it my turn?
If
Yes.
Hero is done,
I'm very
Yeah.
surprised. What did you do in your turn?
he
I
missed
tried to Ray
the
of Frost that
skeleton
one.
for.
Okay, so I want to attack the sergeant. Do I have?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So that would have been 15 to hit, not a 12.
That is a hit. Roll the damage.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, huge.
That's actually huge.
So it definitely doesn't attack you with its opportunity attack.
Okay. Well, that actually.
Sorry. I knew I had something for that.
Nope, I can't. Okay.
You can see him and he's not in cover.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna cast. What is it called? Guiding Bolt. At second level. And I do have. Well. Not good enough, right? 13's not gonna hit.
Remind me, which wins on ties?
AC is a DC.
So then that means it hits.
Oh, perfect.
If his armor's 13, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
beats.
Yep. Okay.
It
Meets beats.
Should have been a second level. Let me do that again, just because I have to.
Okay. I'm willing to accept this time. I do want you in the future to be very sure that you declare which level it is before you make the attack, because
He did.
Hmm.
He just did. He
did.
clicked
Oh,
the
okay,
wrong
okay.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely did say it.
Got it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
but I did.
Jeez.
That's
So that's
painful.
19 radiant damage, and whoever attacks him next has advantage on their attack.
Boink.
And it looks like a burst of radiant energy, like a beam of sunlight erupting out of the tip of my staff, even though it's VS. It's
That's
flavor.
That's actually very helpful.
Quite.
Now
Very
I don't
helpful.
have to do. Now my plan has just gotten better.
Separate.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
didn't see it was the end of my turn.
Sorry.
Does anyone want to be closer to that big guy? Because I can shove you towards him. Okay, that sounds like a no. That's the end of my turn.
Peppered.
All right.
Smack him dead.
Yep, I have advantage now, which is fantastic. That means I don't have to take the aim action.
Also, remember
bonus-
your
aim
sneak attack
bonus
is 2d6.
2d6. There's 1d6 in my feature.
You're level 3 rogue.
Oh, I should have been doing a lot more damage this whole time.
Level 3 rogues are better than fighters.
For 2
All
levels.
Let's go with that advantage, please.
It's
Much
enough.
better.
Yeah,
16?
baby.
It's-
Kill him dead.
Kill him until he dies.
Mhm.
Death.
Probably not a way for him to live this.
Yeah.
Maybe astronomically. It's close,
10
but
points
it's
of
enough, I think.
10?
10.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right. Woo! That felt good.
The party has claimed victory. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rat had been readying his gun, and he was just about to round the corner and shoot at it, sees it collapsing over, gets a little bit frustrated, walks up, and shoots at it anyways.
You want that natural one.
Wall.
He really wanted that natural one. You know what? I will say that the success is that you learned something about it. That counts anyway.
Fucking hilarious.
You rolled a natural one. You're about to blast that skull. to
Darius' luck
smithereens.
is beginning to change, unfortunately for you.
Unfortunately for me.
No, Darius' luck was always extremes in both directions.
And
Flipping
also,
coins, not rolling dice.
keep in mind, Darius' luck always also made me get crits in places that were almost insignificant.
Also true.
It's not Darius'
You
luck,
like
it's
right
Chad
here?
luck.
It's Shad luck. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, but it's more iconically named.
You can go
Darius'
ahead and
luck.
mark
Yeah,
one
that
on
is
the
true.
counter. We can figure out what that is later.
Okay, I will mark it on my sheet.
The party now has
Research.
12 goals.
Does the big boy have any cool shit?
I will say that that gives you 0.7, so go ahead and roll on the loot roll and set it to 0.1.
If he had 0.7, we already had 0.8, we would have 5.
You
10
should have had
total.
0.4.
We had 0.4 at the start, and you gave us 0.4.
I thought you had 0.1 and I gave you 0.3.
No, we had
No.
0.4.
We had
Okay.
0.4, and you gave us 0.4.
Well, it's still 0.7 either way.
Which means we bring it down.
Oh
we have
yeah,
0.5
because it
now.
says
5.
1/10. Right, I
And
thought
the
you were at 1 out
quantity
of 10.
was-
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what got me. Go ahead and roll one. And then you still have your one for the day as well. But this one's from the monster.
Being an honest person with mechanics of this game, I can't have cast that spell using my staff, so I would have had to drop my staff, cast the spell, and then pick it up after combat.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So true, Worsty.
It is good
I love
to know.
when
It is good to know.
staves aren't.
Who is
spellcasting.
looting from the skeletons?
Rat drops his gun and starts picking things out of it. You're firing into it.
Go for it.
Shepard's the one who got the final blow. He should be the one
yeah.
to roll on the
Tefert
table.
Tefert should roll.
Okay, yeah, go for it, Teffer. Give me a loot check.
Loot, get. Maybe.
Maybe.
Albatross? Oh no, he's dead.
10,
No.
9,
I'd have gagged.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
No.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. That's pretty
Yeah.
big.
Oh.
Go ahead and add that. You're at a total of 4. And for the 5th day of Dark Sun, go ahead and roll for scavenging the area.
Golden, you haven't rolled yet for a loot, right?
I did earlier.
You did?
I rolled twice. That's how I got the staff roll.
Right.
Which you should still have marked as that item ID, which is item ID 18.
Who hasn't rolled yet then?
Did I mark that on the mule, Golden, or do you have it in your inventory?
I don't think I have.
It weighs 6 encumbrance.
You have it in your inventory? Okay.
Well, it probably weighs 8 encumbrance right now because
Okay.
it's still enclosed in that like cage, that metal cage.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but I'm just gonna
I
write
haven't
it.
marked anything down yet.
Okay.
Is this,
So item
loot
ID what?
18.
Item ID 18, and it's 6 encumbrance.
It's 8 if you don't break it out of the cage, and you can probably break the cage pretty simply, and it'll be 6.
Okay, then we break the cage.
Okay, bonk. Does anybody want to roll for the day?
I'll do it.
Don't roll bad.
I do not have permission.
Right
Right
click.
click and
Right
then
click
roll.
it and click roll.
Oh, does it just do that?
Yeah.
Interesting. A secret.
That's the best one.
Yo!
That's pretty good.
Holy fuck!
Okay.
Do it,
Nice.
buddy.
Can we say that that one was from the Skeleton Mans?
No, no, I
No.
think it's
Oh,
much
damn.
more important that it's from
No,
the.
very,
Okay,
very
yeah,
important
fair.
that it's from here.
I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing: y'all are going through. You had a little bit of bad luck early. Now you're starting to figure out more about what you're doing in the area, and it's probably going to deplete soon enough anyway.
That'll also probably kick up a fair bit. Oh,
1. And then 2.
we're rich.
Wait, we've also that was 7 and 5. We've hit our skeleton max, right?
No,
I don't think
Is
there
it-
was a
was
cap on
there
how
a
many
max?
skeletons we could get.
Was there a max? Oh, okay. Then
Nope.
I thought someone said cap at 12.
That's an uncommon item
Maybe it was a minimum.
Maybe.
and a consumable.
Okay.
Another
Nice.
uncommon item.
And then
We've gotten like 3 uncommon items so far. Because there was also
Pretty
that
good.
amulet way back at the start.
I
5?
need the. I'm gonna mark this down on the thing right now. By the way, item ID 5.
yep, I see it.
I'm screenshotting this because I'm very pleased.
I would imagine, yeah.
In one of the smaller, one of the bigger buildings that ends up, Efford's able to piece together that it's probably one that has to deal with logistics of some kind. What looks like an otherwise unremarkable crate ends up being in particularly good shape, and it ends up having a few parts of it that are winding and moving components that sort of shift around a little bit, that as soon as like a little bit of it starts to move and like a little bit of ratcheting goes on inside it, Rat immediately goes over and starts looking at it and poking it. It's some sort of wooden box that ends up folding in on itself in very bizarre and physics-breaking ways currently.
Oh wait. It's a
It's clipping itself.
it's a
Oh god, it was programmed by Bethesda.
it's a
It's
Folding tent.
tesseract.
Yeah,
Oh.
kinda. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. It's a wooden tesseract. Great.
how do I roll for the consumable?
On the consumables table.
Oh, duh, it's right there.
4.
So just by the by, I did not add the encumbrance of the trade value low goods that you rolled because it will put us over. So I want to see what we get on the rest of our trade encumbrance before
That
we
is
can.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I mean,
add
you
the
can
high
also
value.
just dump it later. Of note, whenever you dump encumbrance, it is assumed that it is destroyed if you do not pick it up like that same day. If you leave it somewhere and come back later, it will be gone, either decayed or broken or stolen or washed away or whatever.
So, when you
We
say
could also-
encumbrance, you mean just straight up weight?
Yes.
Yep.
I can carry another, like, 130.
Keep in
pounds.
mind, you have breakpoints on how it affects you by those little third markers.
No, I do know that. I'm just saying if we really get desperate. Like, I'm carrying 70 pounds right now out of 225. I'm not encumbered, but I would be if I was
You're
carrying.
carrying 70 pounds? Jeez, I'm carrying 25.
I have ringmail and a shield
Zam.
and my water skin. And...
Of note, we
Badass.
can actually probably carry a fair bit over the 2/3 mark because when we eat rations for this upcoming Bastion turn, we'll be down by 70 encumbrance.
Also, the mules can always carry at 2/3. Until they get into the final block, they are just as fast as
Yeah,
you.
but point being, it
Yeah,
is
they're
at
at-
above
yeah.
2/3 right now. That is the marker
Yeah.
that I am.
Yeah, I
comparing.
think that. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, even though that's technically over, I'd say they're still moving at 2/3 because it's just like, somebody carries a pound of it or whatever each.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
Anyway, roll me a d4 plus 2.
Five?
You end up finding 5 very small red potions, each in a very thin but long tube, probably about 4 inches long and about half an inch wide. Little beakers.
I love beakers.
Are they healing potions?
They are red.
I hope they're healing potions. We're not going to drink them yet, obviously, but
You and I cast Ritual Detect Magic to see if it's got Restoration Magic on it or whatever it's
well,
called.
it would be evocation. But there's like so many things that
right.
evocation could be.
I mean, let's give it a shot. Sure, cast your detect magic. I want to know.
It is
there's-
erratic and changing.
Ooh.
Oh, that is
And then-
fucking rad. Rad is taking.
What kind of magic does the strange box give off?
Of
Erratic
note to
well?
you, Chad, you know what? I should go ahead and go through and say a lot of these things. Chad, you were able to pick up that the one we just found does have a degree of forge. So we had scale, forge, moon, winter, and Teprid. What was yours? Rose? Teprid, are you
Alpha?
muted?
I still think Tefford is not here.
God damn it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Yes.
If you don't have one of those chosen, you can choose it later.
I don't, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mine is also sky and not winter.
Right, yours is Sky Not Winter. Okay. The folding box does not have any of them. The Great Staff does not have any of them. And Kyle, you would know that the powder that you found earlier has moon.
Lovely.
I'd imagine that this liquid would have moth if we actually knew what moth is.
He'd probably be right using his meta knowledge.
So is Rue Worsty.
That is the end of the 5th day. It is now the 6th day. Roll again.
Altross, do you want to roll, or should I see if I get a redemption arc?
We will
Let's
probably
go
just be
to-
going this session until this
We
depletes.
We run out of loot. Yeah.
Eh.
Redemption arc, I believe.
All right. Here's hoping.
That's pretty good.
shit.
Redemption arc.
So that puts it to 6 because he rolled 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. Roll it, buddy.
Magic.
All right. Okay, so let's see,
Rare,
magic
rare,
items.
rare. Legendary.
Well, there it is.
You're
Jesus.
kidding.
That is a 100,
What?
and that means that
What?
I will be having a very lore relevant item for us.
Oh my god.
me go ahead and-
Congratulations,
Legendary.
Shepard.
Leg.
Holy
Like-
fuck!
Bo scammed it. Alright.
I
I
love
will
gambling.
put that on the docket because none of them fit thematically right now, so that will be a point for later. Delayed gratification.
We have to wait for it. But we're gonna get it. I honestly, based. Wait,
Yeah.
Worth. If you have to, invent a location on our way back. But like, oh my god.
I'd like to
Well,
say.
no, I mean
Redemption Arc
that's still
success.
from here, but like you know,
Oh, okay.
Me edging my magic item drop.
Yep. I feel like this gift is more relevant than ever, so I'm gonna repost it.
Holy Lord.
actually no. I actually do have something for this that'll work. Okay.
Based.
Oh, now you're really edging our item.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm really edging. It's here. Oh no, it's not. No, you guys got to roll more for the 7.
Ugh.
No. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As you're going through, you find broken and decayed buried underneath a large amount of other ones near the largest of the freestanding structures. There are a variety of pedestals, most of which are filled with long since decayed or broken or corroded items. Some of them are swords, some of them are armors, and most of them are completely useless. Like, Tefred's able to piece together that, like, this is some sort of, like, display area. It's probably not a museum, but it's something like that. It's some sort of, hey, look at all of these things. And one of them, prominently in the central area that was previously buried by rubble before having the good idea to look in this central area, is a veil that... You know what? I should actually pull up the item before I describe it.
Start describing.
It is a veil. It is a helmet with the front section being a veil of interlocked woven vines that twist together and end up interlocking in such a way that provides a veil for the face, covering the rest of, like, drooping down probably to about, like, mid-torso. And this item is heavily broken and damaged and has just a slight spark of life still filled within it.
Curious. All right, we're getting that.
I will
pearl.
give the name of this item since it does not have an ID. This is a broken earth veil.
A broken earth veil. Can
I'm
that
gonna make it as an equipment and not a loot.
Yes, it is a equipment for the head slot.
Okay.
I wonder which of our characters this fits.
You'd be
Is
surprised.
it the giant tree?
I think it's the
We'd be
wet
surprised. We don't know what it does yet, though. So
That is true. We're getting you that pearl.
true. Yeah, we have so many things to identify. Come on.
Yeah, we got so much fucking moolah now too.
That-
We should probably do the
Damn,
next
dude,
roll, huh?
100. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to keep that 100 encumbrance of low value trade goods. 4 gold doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is.
I mean, it's like a week and a half, a bastion turn and a half of food, so...
Mhm.
Ah,
Keep in mind, we still have 6 trade rolls, so let's
Yeah.
you're
Keep
right.
going.
I
at
mean-
minimum.
Day 8.
At minimum.
Okay. Now what?
I got it.
All right, that's it.
Oh.
Good. Fitting ends. Fitting ends.
Woo!
Oh my, I'm gonna
Alright,
kill
alright.
myself.
RNG giveth and RNG taketh away.
No, that's perfect. I get to go to bed again.
Let's go ahead and roll those trade goods and mark on out of here that we are leaving on the evening of the 8th.
How many trade good rolls do we have?
6. We have 6 more.
Holy shit.
Because R rolled 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Alright,
we're
who
leaving.
wants
We're
to
not
roll
staying to look at the ruins that were emanating the magic some more.
Well,
we
we're
have been.
leaving
That's
off
what
as
we've
in the
been doing
session
for
is
the couple
ending
of days.
soon.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we've been here for a while. We
That's
should
where all the loot's come
probably get back to Aurora so that we can actually sell off some of this stuff, sell info. Actually,
We
should
probably need
sell
to head back
info
to the
at-
city.
Yeah, well, head back to Aurora so that we can turn in the skeleton bounty and offload some of the
Yeah.
goods.
We are getting pretty dangerously close on food. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, but like we could be cutting it a little bit closer.
You might
than we'd
have
like
to start taking like a single instance of minor
think
food.
If we all focus on food on the way back with like a guard, it should be fine. Like completely
Yeah.
fine, but like
That's right, Kaio, get your nose out of the book. It's
alright,
time to
nobody
kill a
started
rabbit.
rolling, so I'm gonna start rolling trade goods.
I'll do my best. No promises here. I'm not good at that.
Alright. Alright. Ooh.
God almighty.
Holy
That's a lot
shit.
of low value.
Yeah.
That's so much fucking weight.
So
Alright,
we're
we
So I'm
definitely
for
keep
sure
all-
taking those 70 mediums.
absolutely, yeah.
Alright. So I am going to take off the 100 low value. Man, we kind of can't take any of this low value at all.
Well, we
We
could
should
split it up
bury it.
amongst ourselves, can't we?
Should bury it and
not
mark it with
really.
a rock.
I was about to say, we could leave it here, come back and get it later.
Well, as specified previously.
As specified, if we leave it for more than a day, it's just assumed to be gone.
Yeah.
They despawn.
You
Or someone else comes
can't
to get it.
find the exact spot you buried it, or somebody else found it, or it decayed or
Oh.
it broke.
I have edited the inventory. In front of us, in our pack mule, we have the 70 encumbrance of medium value, and in front of us there is 350 encumbrance of low value goods.
I'm very small.
I feel like we take enough low value so that we are 70 over the 70 into the second bracket, so that when the Bastion turn rolls over, we're back in the.
So then we can up ourselves to 200 and be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
that
on.
sounds reasonable to me. Nope.
Can trade good include like food or like
No.
no? Okay.
Yeah, especially
It,
not
can,
here.
it could probably include like very minimal food supplies, but not like sustenance. Like maybe it includes wheat, but not bread, right?
And probably not from the middle of the desert.
Yeah, probably not from here.
And especially mechanically, if trade goods could be food, then it's like, it kind
Right.
of blurs the
And that
lines,
removes
makes
the
it hard
entire
to
mechanical
use.
tension of it.
Right.
Alright. I do have. Okay, I was really fiddling because I didn't want with my weight because I didn't want that like one movement penalty, but I do technically have a good chunk of weight open.
Yeah,
yeah,
y'all
'cause
can
the
go to
mules are at-
2/3 even with the mule being at full. And you'll just
So,
be moving at
What is,
-1.
what is the day movement penalty is -1. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do some calcs. We
When the
are-
Bastion turn rolls over, the mule will be back under that multiplier, so we don't want to be
No.
slower anyway.
No, but point being, we might be able to take it all back with the -1 if we take some in and the mule takes some in, so that the mule is at full and we are all at 2/3, so we're all only at a
Yeah.
-1.
Right.
If we can make the distance back, so that's 1 day, and then do we get 3 or 2 because of the weather? It's 2, right?
You currently get 2, which goes down to 1 if you do that, but that's only for 2 days. And then, assuming it clears up, you'd be moving
So,
it 2 again.
here.
And even if you
Okay.
don't, you can probably just drop some of it so that you can get back.
Okay, so then we'll start a Bastion turn right here, then it'll be 1 day, 2 day. Oh, we'll be completely fine.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
Okay, so then
I
what
have
we
40
do-
open.
I have.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna do the donkeys first before we do anything else.
You can
Because it's
probably go
more
ahead and
important-
depart if you need to, Alba. Either way, we can go ahead and do this math off stream, and I think we are good to go.
Yeah.
It is very exciting to get the absolute baller 1 in 50.
This is the first big loot we get too.
You have successfully depleted a high value area.
So excited.
That area will no longer have much of substance when you come back. But it is good nonetheless to have gotten it now. And that's one of the, I was like, what item am I going to put there? And it's one of the ones I like more. That's lore. But for now, we head out. Thank you all for showing up, and thank you viewers for being here. And I look forward to seeing y'all maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. We'll figure it out.
Not next week.
2 weeks
not
from
next
now.
week.
2 weeks from now. See you then.
Peace.
Have a good night.